Hey guys, and welcome back to University Life. So today we're going to be playing through episode 3, which came out about a week ago. I already have Candy in her cozy bear uniform because apparently if you put that on before you head to the cafe, you can do yourself a favor and save a little bit of AP. So, I mean, that's always good, right? So my main objective for this episode is going to be getting Nathaniel's illustration. So we'll take a quick look at my lover-meter with everyone. So currently, Priya 40%, Nathaniel 40%, set as my crush, Rayan 55%, and Hyun 65%. So I feel like my lover-meter with Hyun is getting a bit too up there. Like, I personally have no interest in dating this guy, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of kind of lowering that in this episode. I don't really want to be mean to him, but we'll see how it goes. I don't want to get the affinity right up there. So as I said, going for Nathaniel's illustration, I have seen a bit of info where apparently there is a bit of a bug getting his illustration, which, I mean, that's not surprising. Come on, this is my Candy Love University Life. There's bugs all around the place. So the bug is, I believe, if you're at 60 or 65% on the lover meter with him, for some reason players just aren't getting the illustration. So you have to be, I think, 45 or above, but not 60 or 65, or 70. So my Candy didn't date Nathaniel in high school life, so there is no way that I'm going to get to 70% lover meter with him. I think the very most, if I get all the correct answers, which I'm trying to do in this playthrough, is 65%. So I have a plan. What I'm going to do is, for this episode only, I'm going to take Nathaniel off as my crush. So I'm just going to quickly change that. Well, change it to this guy, right? I mean, why not? And yes, it costs 100 AP to change crush, but okay, at this point, whatever. That sucks, but you know. Okay, so now we're at 30% with Nathaniel, which means that hopefully by the time I get to the illustration, I should be at 55%, and that should be enough to get it, but okay, whatever. Enough rambling, let's get into the episode. Okay, episode 3, Operation Matchmaker. Since Alexei revealed his crush for the handsome Morgan, nothing seems to be able to stop Rosalia. And what if it's up to you in the end to help the two boys get closer? If you're doing things right, you could bring more people together than you thought. Lovely. I woke up with a start. Darn, did my alarm not ring? Oh, please, not that. I tried to get out of bed what? Okay. I tried to get out of bed to get hold of my phone on the other side of my desk. I can't see a thing. After zigzagging between my clothes scattered on the floor, I finally got hold of my cell phone. 6:52? You didn't sleep in. In any case, now that I think about it, I don't have class today. I flipped out for no reason. Or so you think. Since I'm awake, I might as well get ready for the day. I raised the blinds slightly so I could see a little better. Yelene isn't here. I do wonder where that girl goes off to. Like, she's just never here in the morning. Now that I think of it, I haven't seen her in the room one single morning. Maybe she takes off in the middle of the night. What is she up to? I gathered my things and went to take a shower. Might as well go out and eat a breakfast worthy of the name. Even though I'm already in my uniform, but oh well. As I picked up my bag, I realized the poster of Castiel's concert was still there. It's next week. I'd totally forgotten. I'm going to ask around today, see who's going, and organize the evening out. I'm just going to go B. I don't want to miss that. It's too good of an opportunity to see what's become of Castiel without him seeing me. Or so you hope. I'll find someone who'll come with me. I'm sure you will. Okay. A nice breakfast. Let's see. Where might I find that? My phone's vibrating. Already so early in the morning? It's bound to be... Oh no. A message from Clements. This afternoon we need your help. See you at 9 a.m. Ugh, she's so rude. The afternoon starts at 9 a.m. according to Clements. She didn't even ask me if I was available. She's gross. True, I gave my schedule to Hyun, but still. I hesitate answering her. I could just say I was sleeping. So alright, it'd be better to make a good impression. Good thing I got up. Might as well go to the cafe right now. Isn't it like 7 o'clock? Hi. Already up? Oh, hi. Yes. Oh. I thought that was a text message. That was really weird. Okay. Yes, I'm on my way to the cafe. So early? I figured I wouldn't see you until this afternoon. What's up? Okay. If you want to raise your lover meter, I'm pretty sure A is the one to go with. Clement sent me a text saying to be there by 9 a.m. I was thrilled. But I'm going to go with B. I was supposed to come this afternoon, but apparently for Clements, 9 a.m. is already the afternoon. Because I don't want to raise my lover meter with him anymore. That's weird. There must be an emergency if she asked you to come so early. She didn't mention it in her text in any case, kind of pushing it. She didn't even ask me about my availabilities. She just called me in, like I have no say in the matter. Clearly you don't. Ah, yep, it went down. Yes. You should look at things differently. Meaning? I'm having a little trouble interpreting it any other way, in this case. Yeah! Don't stick up for her. She's just testing you. Did you at least answer her to tell you didn't want to come? No, I don't mind coming, but... So what's the issue? Oh, shut up. Well, she didn't even ask me. You have to assert yourself. Clements will never take the first step. Anyway, don't take it wrong. I'm just giving you some advice. Sure, I understand. Don't worry, you'll get used to Clements' personality. It's just the beginning. That's exactly what worries me. Come on, I'm sure you haven't had breakfast. I'll treat you to a coffee or a hot chocolate when we get there. No better way to start the day. No. I mean, for sure. Thanks. Alright then. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Hyun. You're already here? You could have slept in. She is so horrible. Oh my god, I can't deal with her. Oh, Airy, I didn't see you. Right. Good morning, Clements. I came in this morning as requested. I actually hate her. Right, so I see. Fine. Oh, she's so gross. You have your full uniform, don't you? Oh, don't tell me I forgot something. Yes, I have it. You'd better. Okay. If Rosalia saw me in this outfit, she'd most likely call the fashion police. I think she is the fashion police, to be honest. That thought made me smile. Clements went back to work. She's arranging croissants in a basket on the bar counter. I don't feel very comfortable standing there in the middle of the cafe. It isn't open yet. What exactly am I here for? Clements, can I help you with something? I'm going to wait here until she gives me some instructions. I'm going to go with B. You okay? You're not wearing yourself out? No, but I didn't want to bother you while you were busy. Bother me while I'm arranging the croissants? Geez, I've heard everything now. Come on, let's take a tour of the cafe and I'll explain your day. Fine. Don't make me repeat myself. I'm warning you. Okay. Looks like it's going to be quite a day. I can take care of that, Clements. I'll take her on a tour and give her instructions. Yes, good. I'd rather go with him rather than her. Really? Don't you want to do something more interesting? I conclude that I'm not interesting. I'll do that. Fine. In that case, I'll be outside if you need me. When Hyun makes up his mind, there's no arguing. She says yes whenever he makes even the slightest suggestion. Clements went outside. So this is the inside of the cafe. All you have to do is make sure there's coffee in the machines and that we're not out of anything. Put the menus and sugar bowls on each of the tables. So far, so good? I should be able to handle that. Follow me to the kitchen. Alright. This is the most boring episode so far. Just saying. How are you doing? I wanted to take over. I know Clements can be hard on new recruits. Right, thanks. I never know how to behave when she's around. I feel like I get clumsier than usual. It's complicated. She has that effect on everybody. Well, not him. Don't worry, it'll change. Thanks. He winked at me. Please don't. Please don't wink at me. You're not the first one that's happened to, but all the others ran off. I'm tempted to, I'm telling you right now. For once that we have a motivated waitress. Whatever. No way I'm letting her get away. My good mood comes back. Hyun knows Clements well. I should trust him. Maybe a little bit. To give you a bit of courage, here is your breakfast, as promised. Hyun handed me a hot chocolate and a warm croissant. Yum! Oh, thanks. After running into Clements, I had practically forgotten Hyun's promise. I started gobbling down the croissant, and he continued giving me instructions while I ate. I'm just curious what the time is, because I'm pretty sure she left university at like 7 o'clock and was asked to work at 9. And so, here's the kitchen. For the time being, Clements is mainly the one who comes in here. She makes the cafe's pastries, but when the dishwasher breaks down, this is where the action is. Great. I better be getting paid for this. And it's where you'll find what you need if we're out of coffee, sugar, plates, or anything else. Okay, got it. I'll explain the morning organization. Do you have to, really? Hold on, if I can just specify something. I really want to save my AP and, not talking to you about this would be great. I won't always be able to be here at the last minute in the morning, though. With classes, it's complicated. Don't worry, same for me. Clements knows it. Same for you. Why isn't there any other workers? There seem to be just, casual university workers and Clements, and that's it. Yes, I'm at Antares Academy, too. Really? But you never told me. You never asked. Because I only think about myself, obviously. But I haven't run into you either. Well, it's big, and there are pretty many people. Yes, that's true, I guess. What's your major? Actually, I thought you just worked at the cafe, and that you managed it more or less with Clements. Okay, so B gives you positive on the love meter, so you know that I'm going to go for A instead. Which is just neutral, I'm pretty sure. I'm in media and communications. Oh, rig. And you... Alright already, you got it, newbie? So now you can take care of the tables outside. The first customers are just sitting down. She startled me. I hadn't heard her come up behind me. I grabbed Hyun's forearm when I jumped. Ha! Clements is staring at my hand on Hyun's arm. I pulled it away immediately, as if it had burnt me. Ew, she's so horrible. Okay, I'm just gonna stop saying that now. We haven't finished. I've barely showed her the kitchen. Yes, fine. So I'll let you finish, Hyun. She seems upset. In any case, you know what you're doing. I trust you. But don't let her besiege you with questions. And no need to repeat everything. If she doesn't understand, we'll find someone else. No comment. No comment. It's always nice to hear someone talk about you in the third person. No, it's just the opposite. Eri catches on fast. There's no problem. Still, I'm sure you explained everything so well, Hyun, dear. Anyone would understand. I understand why it's not a problem for Hyun to work with Clements, because she loves him. She gave me a harsh look and vanished behind the door. So, where was I? That was an unnecessary waste of AP, just saying. Yes, anyway. You'll find everything you need here. In the morning, if ever you get here before Clements or me, you may be alone, so I'll give you the spare key to the cafe later. Such responsibility. When you get here, you set the tables, you make sure that nothing is missing, and then you just wait for the first customers. Couldn't be easier. That sounds pretty easy to remember so far. Seriously, evenings are more complicated. We'll go over that together another time. The door swung open again. Oh, go away. Well, Eri, I really need help. Go up front and take care of the customers. I'll keep getting the pastries ready and Hyun will do drinks. That is, if you're not busy, of course, Hyun. Of course, Hyun. Does he not even realise how her behaviour changes when she goes from him to me? She's schizophrenic as far as that goes. It's probably the wrong way to describe it, but okay. Clements has vanished again. What's up with her behaviour? It seems like she's got us under surveillance. Right, sorry. Go on. I'll take care of the drinks. I'd rather stay with Hyun. He's much more indulgent than Clements. Feel free if you need help or if you have a doubt about anything whatsoever. Thanks, Yun. You're so helpful. Oh yeah, just one thing. To open the cafe in the morning, you have to switch off the alarm without fail. The code's 2, 8, and 1. That's probably worth remembering. Fine, and where's the... He vanished into the cafe dining area before I could even finish asking my question. Right, now it's time for me to enter the ring. There's only one person outside, yet Clement seemed really busy. Might as well take care of the person waiting. Better for me not to waste time. Welcome to the Cozy Bear Cafe. What would you like? Oh god, who is this now? Hurry up and load. Ah, of course it's Yelene. Okay, again, no way. I go to class and you're there. I go to my room and you're there. I come to have coffee and you're there too. Well, yes, I'm going to end up thinking our fate is to spend our lives together. Doesn't thrill me any more than it does you. I'm tempted to say B, but I think I'm just going to go with A. Fate, yes. How lucky can I get? I'm not sure, but I would have sworn I saw a faint smile cross her lips. So, what do you have? I'm going to have a hot chocolate, to go. I scribbled the order on my pad and slipped it into my apron pocket. Besides having to be careful about the slightest move I make in front of Clemens, on top of that, I have to be friendly waiting on the person I least want to see. I was about to go inside and ask him to prepare the order when someone else sat down. Good morning, what can I get you? What? Nina! Oh, she looks so cute. Even though she's like crazy evil, she looks really cute. Eri, is it really you? What are you doing here? Nina, talk about a surprise. She has grown so much. You're surprising me is more like it. I come to the cafe regularly, practically all the time even, and this is the first time I've ever seen you. Right, it's my first day of work. Not surprising you never saw me here before. Oh right, okay. I thought you'd left town forever, or who knows what. Well, you should never say never. Oh, everyone kind of disappeared. Even Lysander is far away now. Oh, so sad. Have you heard from him? Yeah, lots of people left. So are you at Sweet and Morris now? I really want to ask her, Not really. Oh, look at her sad face. I mean, I love Lysander, but not really. He left town when his parents died. Apparently he took over the reins of his parents' farm. What? Their parents are... No, that's horrible. I didn't know. Rosalia didn't tell me. Oh, it's so sad. Yes, it's really sad. Oh, look at her. She looks so sad. So anyway, Lysander is the past for me now. Even though Nina seems really to have gone on to something else, I guess you just don't suddenly forget someone you loved as obsessively as she loved Lysander. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring back painful memories. No, it's no longer painful anymore, just the opposite. It's a very fond memory. She seems lost in her thoughts for a second. Let's change subjects. Good idea, because this is so sad. And so, are you at Sweet and Morris now? Yes, in my senior year. It's not a bad place. For that matter, today's Wednesday. Don't you have class this morning? Sure I do, but I didn't feel like going this morning. Are you skipping class? Oh, okay, and your mother doesn't mind? From time to time, never hurt anyone. I'm gonna go C. She seems so sad. I don't need to make it any worse. Okay, we'll go C. I didn't expect you to say that. I wouldn't lie to you, but in any case, don't overdo it. Don't worry about me. So what can I get? I can go get my hot chocolate somewhere else if you're too busy. That would have suited me. Oh, next, come on. I'd love to be able to answer that, but I don't know what is worse, bearing Yelene or being subjected to Clemence's wrath. Yeah, sorry, I'm working. I'm coming. So what can I get you, Nina? I'd like a black coffee, please. A black coffee? What? No, no, nothing. Be right back with that. The last time I saw Nina, she was a little middle schooler. The years go by so fast. And as I have such a thought, I sound like I'm 100 years old. Great. How's it going? Everything okay? So far, I haven't burnt the coffee, so I must not be good. So I must not being too. Whatever. Next. What? I hadn't seen her putting bottles away under the counter. It was a joke, Clemens. I can't believe this kid. If I smell the slightest smoke fumes around here, I'll hold you responsible. Pretty sure that I don't even make the drinks anyway, so. With that, she went back to the kitchen, leaving me speechless in front of Hyun. I swear I was joking. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. She knows it too. Doesn't sound like it. Oh my god, this episode is so boring. Like, can we just get past this and get to the good stuff already? Sure she does. Believe me, she's testing you. Hyun keeps telling me that, but exactly how long is this going to last? I mean, it's still the same day, so. It's not a good way to test me. Instead, it has a tendency to make me lose my self-confidence. So, did you need something? Yes, a black coffee and a hot chocolate to go, please. I'm worrying about every move I make now. I get the impression she can always pop up anytime, anywhere. Hyun tackled the job easily. You can tell he knows the place by heart. He could do it blindfolded. He set the 2 steaming cups down on the counter, and I rushed to carry them away before Clemence came back. Here you go, Nina. No, the coffee was for me. She tried giving her the hot chocolate. And the hot chocolate for me. Is there not another slightly better server around? For pity's sake, let Eileen not talk so loud. Clemence is going to end up showing up again. It's her first day. Show a little indulgence. Yeah, go Nina. And now it's a high schooler who is taking my defense. Great. Clemence is putting so much pressure on me. I'm getting totally flustered. I wanted to switch to 2 cups, and I tripped from going at it too fast. I spilt a few drops of chocolate on Yelene's table and knocked over 2 chairs while I was at it. How? How? Just how? She Oh. Wow. Thank you so much. Not. She glared at me, but didn't make a comment for once. For sure, I have to manage my clumsiness. It's turning into a problem. I have to go get a sponge quick before Clemence sees it. What? The few drops of chocolate? Wait, you dropped this. Yelene is waving the poster of Castiel's concert. Wait, how did I drop? Oh, I had folded it and put it in my pocket before leaving this morning. Yeah, thanks. I held out my hand to get it back. But she moved it out of my reach to keep me from getting it back. You listened to Crowstorm? No, I've never listened to them yet. I just know the singer. Give me back my poster. I think that C is positive affinity with Yelene, but I want to choose B because I want to see her reaction. I just know the singer. You know the singer? She says as her eyes widen. Yes. Yes, I know him, but we're out of touch. It dates back to high school. Oh, right. So you don't really know Cass. Excuse me. I don't think so, Cass. Because you mean you know him? I highly doubt that. Here, take your poster back. I guess I'll be seeing you around soon, considering you and I can't spend a day apart. She left, without even taking the time to answer me. I picked up the change she had left on the table. She doesn't know him. What do you know? I know everyone's got that name on the tip of their tongue, Castile, and no one can get close to him. It's kind of the dream of every girl within a 20-mile radius. Well, we'll see about that. I'm sure she said that to get you mad, and it's working. Mm-mm. Why don't you tell her he was your boyfriend? Because it's none of her business. I wanted to know though. I want to annoy her. I thought things were over between you two a long time ago. That's the case. What do you know for that matter? Just interrogate her. I grew to sweet and Morris. Everyone knows everything. I should have known. Nothing has changed in this town. Gossiping is still the most popular hobby. Okay. I headed towards the bar counter. Remind me why I came back inside again? I'm thinking back on the scene that just took place. Does Eileen really know him? That shouldn't bother me all that much, but I can't help it. Cassio and I had a passionate, complicated relationship. You can say that again. I have a hard time imagining him with a girl who is as big of a pain as Eileen. I don't think they're together. At least, I hope not. I highly doubt that. Come on, get a hold of yourself, Aerie. You don't care, you don't care, you don't care. But you do. You okay? No, I'm just having a breakdown. Jeez. You've been staring into space for 5 minutes without saying anything. It's nothing. Just some girl in my class who always ends up interfering in my life. No, it's nothing. Ooh, okay. I think both are neutral. So I'm going to go with A. Doesn't look like it's nothing. You look worried. You want to talk about it? No need, honestly. It's nothing serious. It's pointless. There's this girl, Yelene, who's in class with me. She's messing up the start of my school year big time. Big time. I think B raises affinity, so A is neutral, I think. Fine, in any case, feel free if you need to talk. Thanks, Hyun is really nice. He is really nice. Too nice. Right then is when Clement showed up. She looked at Hyun, then me. Please stop distracting Hyun. Shut up. And all of a sudden I remembered the reason why I had come into the cafe. The sponge, the knocked over chairs. I had left everything the way it was. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm sure it's enough for Clements to fly off the handle. Aren't there any customers outside? Just one. Right, so mind telling me why you aren't outside? I'm on my way right now. I leaned over the bar counter and grabbed the sponge quick. As I turned around, I saw that Clements had gone out. Aerie, what is this mess? I turned pale. I gave Hyun a look of distress and rushed outside. There are knocked over chairs, there's chocolate on the table, and you've barely been here 10 minutes. Now that's an overstatement. There are just a few drops, and I was going to pick up the chairs right away. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to straighten everything up right away. I'm so going with A. I don't care if she hates me. I hate her. An overstatement. It's just the start of the morning, and it looks like a rhinoceros has been waiting on the tables. I tripped. That happens to everyone. Rarely twice in a row. The day of your trial run, it was the same. Can't you just follow Hyun's example? But stop talking back and straighten things up immediately. With that, she went back inside mumbling inaudible complaints. She better be paying me well for this. I always feel like I'm being scolded like a child, and it's my first day. Remind me again why I took this job. Please do remind me, because if we don't need it, we can just leave. Because this is so boring. Then Hyun came out, walked over to me, and helped me pick up the chairs. I don't feel good. I get the impression I was really not made for this. Please, Candy, it's not your fault. Don't worry, she'll get over it. She's testing you. You keep telling me that. Well, it's true. It's her personality. Do you mind not defending her every 2 minutes, please? You think so? I do everything wrong. No, you don't. Okay, we're so going with A. I'm not defending her. Still, I get the impression that no matter what I do or say, it'll never suit Clements. And you don't say anything, or else you just repeat for me not to worry. It's my first day, and I already have a ton of pressure. I'm just trying to calm the situation down, and that's the best thing to do. If I get into conflict, it'll just make things worse. That's the most adult thing there is to do, don't you think so? All you're asking me to do is calm down. and not to worry. Easier said than done. That's true. I don't want it to go badly for you either. These are so obvious as to what is going to raise the love meter, so I'm going to go for the opposite. I'm going to go for A. She thinks you're a living god. You could spit on the croissants and she'd find an excuse for you. Believe me, I know very well that Clemence doesn't behave the same towards me as she does towards other people. I may seem naive, but I'm far from it. I never said you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just wanted to help you. Oh, I kind of feel bad now. I'm sorry. Sorry, but I'm stressed. I felt like a moron for taking it out on Hyun, considering how all he's done so far is cheer me on. Oh, now I feel bad. Besides, it's kind of thanks to him that I even have this job. She does it on purpose to see if he can stand the pressure. It'll blow over. I didn't add a thing, annoyed by Clemence's behaviour regarding me. I just took the sponge. Hyun went back inside after we finished straightening everything up. Oh, she's still here. She's not easy to deal with, for sure. Not easy, you got that right. Well, I'm headed out. Are you going back to the high school? Okay, I enjoyed seeing you again. Oh, she looks so sad. Okay, I'm gonna go with B. Me too. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. She smiled at me, then started rummaging through her pockets. Hey, think you could cover me for the coffee? I hadn't noticed, but I don't have my billfold. What nerve! No, I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose. It's on me this time around. Thanks. Sure, pay $5. Nina left the cafe, and other customers came and sat down. I managed not to screw up any more for the rest of the day. Can we leave yet? I didn't work part of the afternoon. Clemence has to lighten up my schedule to abide by my contract. And I started up again a little later in the late afternoon. Hyun and I didn't have time to talk again. I feel mean. I feel really mean now. And Clemence just gave me harsh looks when I passed by her, but I didn't get subjected to a single remark more. I wonder if he said something to her. It's going to be closing time soon. Whoa! And it's dark. How long did you work for? Jesus. We can close the cafe now. Yeah, what a day. My legs are numb from all the coming and going. For sure, people don't realise it much, but waiting tables is actually pretty physical. Clemence stuck her head through the door right then. Eri, you aren't paid to distract Hyun. Well, am I paid at all, Clemence? Obviously, it's always my fault. I didn't even bother to react. In the end, maybe Hyun was right. You get used to it. It's my fault. I was just telling her I was going to show her what to do when it's closing time. Hyun's taking my defense. What I told him earlier sank in. I smiled at him shyly. Well, anyway, I know what... Excuse me? I know what young girls her age have on their mind. What? Can you, shut up and stop being so inappropriate? What? I wiped the smile off my face right away. That was a waste of AP. Don't contradict me. I was your age once, and it's... oh my god, she is so inappropriate. And it's hard not to fall for Hyun's charm. I'm capable of understanding, believe me. This is gross. It's definitely not me Hyun should be careful about. Hyun doesn't look very comfortable. I wouldn't either. Ma'am, we're going to close the cafe, if you don't mind leaving. For the upteenth time, Hyun dear, Clemence, not ma'am. You make me feel old, sweetheart. Oh, she's so gross. Sweetheart? So, Eri, listen closely to what Hyun says. You might have to close the cafe alone if one of us were sick. Yes, ma'am. Have a nice evening, Hyun. Clemence winked at him before shutting the door. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable right now. So now, everything has gotten very clear. In fact, Clemence has a huge crush on him. That explains quite a few things. That's so weird. Ugh. I feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him now. So follow me outside. I'm going to explain stuff to you. Stuff, huh? He headed out right away. Hyun straightened up the tables and chairs outside. then closed the cafe doors, leaving the keys in the lock of the door inside. So, how about a beer? It would do me a world of good. Now? With pleasure. I'm tempted to be like, now? But I think I should maybe say something nice. No, you know what? I'm just gonna say now. I'm just gonna go with this. Yes, we've finished our shift. Finally. I'm surprised. You seem so serious in everyday life. People can be serious and need to let off steam after a day of work. That's not incompatible. Yes, that's true. So, do you want a beer or not? It's my treat, since from what I understand, you've had a long day. Thanks. The day felt especially long to me. I agree, it was unusual. No, it was especially long. Things went more smoothly with Clements for the rest of the day, didn't they? Yes, much better. Did you talk to her? I told her it'd be a pity to deprive herself of someone who really wanted to work. She knows she isn't easy to get along with. Plus, not many people applied. So, when we find a real gem, we hang on to it. Didn't he throw away the rest of the, applications? A real gem? Me? He's kidding. I'm the queen of clumsiness. That's true. Clement should learn to restrain herself. Oh, thanks for the compliment. I feel like I don't need to make things any worse at this point. I'm gonna go with A. A real gem for not having run off right from the trial run. Oh, right. Now I get what you mean. But it's good that you're realistic about your weaknesses. Yeah, haha, thanks for the support. You're welcome. He winked at me before taking a gulp of his beer. By the way, we didn't get to finish our conversation earlier. What year are you in at the university? I'm in my last year, like you. Oh, right, and do you have an apartment in town? No, I'm on campus. Like me. Yep, but I'm sure your roommate isn't as off the wall as mine. Believe me, I wish she were just off the wall. Oh, really? Mine is a student who spends his time scribbling in a notebook. In a notebook? Like Lysander? We've only said 3 words to each other since we met. I get the impression he doesn't want to talk much. It sounds so much like Lysander, it's so sad. I've been looking for a way to connect with him, but he never looks up from his notebooks. Maybe he's shy, or just really passionate about what he's doing. Yeah, that's true. Is he in media and communications too? Guess not, since I don't see him in my classes, but I don't even know what his major is, since we don't talk. The only thing I know is that he spends pretty much time getting lost in down hallways. That reminds me of someone. What's his name? Would it happen to be Morgan by any chance? Yes, that's definitely it. Do you know him? Not really. Hyun is his roommate. Yes. I have to find a way for him and Alexei to meet. Geez, listening to me, I'm starting to sound like Rosa, except she's crazy. Not really, but you know his name. One of my best guy friends really fell for him. Alexei wouldn't like me to tell everyone that he fell for Morgan, especially since Hyun might mention it to Morgan. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. He was lost. We talked a couple of seconds. Oh, right, nothing that could tell me more about him. I guess it'll come over time. Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking back about my room awaiting me on campus with Yelene in it. I really have no desire to go there. Wow, I hadn't noticed the time. Someone's waiting for me. I really have to go. Faster than lightning, Hyun grabbed my empty glass from my hand, as well as his, and put everything down in the sink. Sorry. He handed me my coat and bag that I had left behind the bar. The alarm is set. We have 2 minutes to get out of here. I rushed out into the street. The alarm is set. Get out of the cafe fast. I'm really, really sorry. It's a bit abrupt of me, but I don't want to be late. I wonder where he's going. Oh. I promised my family that I would be on time for our Skype date. It's our way of keeping in touch. It was far from my intention to throw you out. I really don't care. I just want to leave. Yes, I understand. Don't worry. It's rather cute. It seems important to him. Thanks. Have a nice evening. I'll text you for your next work hours. Clements will tell me. Very well. Thanks. He smiled and skipped her away. Brr, it's cold. I love rainy nights, but only when I'm warm and in bed, listening to the raindrops hitting the window. I won't lose a minute. I'll run home to my home to my warm sheets. Geez, it's cold out. It's pouring rain. Doesn't look rainy. It's wild how some places in town aren't lit up like this, and I have to go this way to get back on campus. The infamous alley. I think back about the guys that hassled me the first night. This time they won't let me go. There's no Nath around anywhere. Why do I always have to imagine the worst case scenarios? Everyone does it. Everything's going to be fine. In 5 minutes, I'm nice and warm under my comforter. Still, I walked fast despite myself. At the end of the alley, I made out a silhouette that stood out in the darkness. I stopped on the spot. It's such a waste of AP. It's a man's build. The alley is so narrow, we're going to brush against each other. He could press me against a wall. I wouldn't be able to escape. And with the pouring rain, even if I scream, no one will hear me. I have to stop imagining the worst. It might just be someone on his way home, like me. Despite myself, I felt the same anxiety as when the guy had grabbed me by the wrist that first night. My legs started shaking. I'm incapable of being rational. And that silhouette moving towards me. It'd be better if I turned around. I don't want to relive what happened last time. I'm going to make a detour. I folded my arms across my chest, lowered my eyes, and picked up the pace. I'm going to go with B. As I get closer to the silhouette, I clench my fists, ready to react if anything whatsoever were to happen. It's so sad that this happens in the first place. We were getting closer to each other. I stepped to the side, right when we were going to cross paths. My nails were digging into the palm of my hand. That was so weird. I was like, pretty sure this isn't meant to be hewn right now. Good. Evening. Is everything okay? Oh my gosh, it's the hot teacher. I let out a swear word before getting a grip on myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. No, it's not your fault. Evening. Oh yes, I did. I can tell I scared you to death. You're as white as a sheet. No, it's just me. I wasn't feeling safe in this alley and I didn't recognize you. I was doing my best to catch my breath. My heart was beating like crazy. For sure, I totally believe you. It's really dark here and it's pouring. How come you're coming home alone in the rain? I'm coming home from work, my part-time job. Oh, are you working near campus? That's all to your credit. Well, it's kind of thanks to you. Really? On registration day, you were the one who told me about a job vacancy at the Cozy Bear Cafe. I hadn't had the chance to tell you sooner, but thanks. Today was my first day. Thanks, but the only person you owe is yourself. You seized the opportunity and aced it. I confess I'm kind of reassured that you're the one I ran into. True, this alley isn't the least bit reassuring. I definitely agree. So, I'm going to hang around. What? I'm not going to hang around. Why would I hang around here? Would you mind walking me home? I'd feel much safer with you. Please. I'm gonna go with A, which I think is the Ray's affinity one. Yes. Yes, of course. I won't keep you. Be careful. Thank you, sir. Have a nice evening. I folded my arms across my chest and took off again right away at a jog. Airy. He called out at me from far off. Yes? Yes. Are you sure? Are you going to be okay walking home alone? I wouldn't want for... Oh yes, thanks. I'm the one with too much imagination. Right, I'm counting on you. I want to see you in my class on Friday. Of course, see you Friday. My shoes are totally soaked. Quick, a hot shower. Okay, I think this is the part where we can find Auntie? I think. Oh, yes! Oh my god! I'm so happy! I never find her! This is like the first time ever. Good evening. Auntie, what are you doing roaming around on campus at this time of night? I love the acoustics in this auditorium. It's perfect for yodeling practice. Oh, She's so good. What in the world? Come on, listen. Oh my god, okay, nah. I'm not reading that out. Auntie, someone could hear you. I'm not sure this is the best place for that kind of thing. You need to let loose from time to time, my dear little niece. You've only got one life. If only she could live her life somewhere other than my campus, that wouldn't be bad. Well, what's all this? What? Wow, your clothes. They're soaked. You can't stay like that. It's just a little rain, Auntie. Let me give you this gorgeous umbrella. It'll keep you from having the same problem next time. Oh, thanks. For the fall, it's just what I need. You're welcome, Cream Puff. Cute. Yay, I got an umbrella. I'm so happy. But was it worth the AP? Probably was. I'm off. I have my Indian dance class. She's so cute. Thanks. See you, Auntie. Okay, let's go. I tiptoed in. Yelena's listening to music, her headphones over her ears. She's tapping on her smartphone. She didn't look my way when I walked in. I headed straight for the bathroom to shower and change clothes. Once back in the room, and finally lying in bed, I realized how much my feet and calves hurt. What a day. I didn't even get a chance to rest or see Rosalia and Alexei. I wanted to pick up a book, but I dozed off before even reaching out my arm to get it. Woken up by my ringing phone, I reach out blindly to try and pick it up off my dresser. I have a rough time waking up. I end up touching it clumsily with my fingers and almost make it fall. I answer without looking. What are you doing? You didn't answer my text yesterday, and we didn't see each other all day. I didn't think you had class. Rosa? I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. Still, get up. I'm on my way to meet Alexei. Okay, where are you? We're going to... Alexei, I'm over here. Gotta go. He's looking all over for me. We'll wait for you, okay? Sure, but where are you? Oh, are you serious? She didn't even say where she is. That Rosa. I wonder where she finds so much energy so early in the morning. I got up, not without some difficulty, and got dressed fast to go meet up with them. Oh. I didn't get an outfit? Okay, I guess I'm going to change my outfit. So I just changed Candy into this outfit here. I also brought the umbrella in case it rains again, you know, but it's kind of cut off so you can't really see it. Anyway, I found them in the park. It's about time. You hung up before telling me where you were. It took me a while to find you. It didn't really, but okay. In the park, of course. Doesn't that bring back memories? True, we spent a lot of time here back then. That's for sure. I don't want to think about the past, it's too sad. Stop talking about it. Neither of you has class this morning. No, but we have our self-help class in the early afternoon. Oh, damn it. All right, I'm going to it too. It's just going to be another waste of AP, you know. Great, so we can all eat together beforehand. That suits me. That leaves us time to find a plan of attack. A plan of attack? For Morgan. Rosalia won't let it go. Oh, that reminds me. My co-worker at the cafe, Hyun, is his roommate. What? Why didn't you tell me that right away on the phone? Because you didn't give me a chance to, and I was sleeping, Rosalia. So what? Tell us everything. Do they know each other well? Not really. Morgan is the shy type, apparently. Did you talk to Hyun about me? No, I wouldn't have dared. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. I wouldn't want it to happen that way. For sure, I understand. But still, we have to find a way to... Right, but I don't see how. I know. I'm expecting the worst. What's your idea? Eri, you can organize a party. A party? Me? Yeah, that's what she said. But... You have no excuse to say no. But I hardly know Hyun. I don't really see myself inviting him to a mixer. A mixer? You can use a new job as a pretext for a drink. Right, but I don't see why Morgan would come. He and Hyun practically never talk. There's no way, Eri. So close to our goal, you have to find a solution. I'll give it some thought. Rosalia, that's all you've got on the brain, I swear. Are you bored with Lee? You sure are interested in my love life. Rosalia stopped hopping up and down. Her smile left her face. Aw. No, everything's fine. Are you sure? Did I say something? Rosa, you okay? Fine, I assure you everything's fine with Lee. She picked up her handbag, slipped it over her shoulder, and gave us a smile that seemed forced to me. Oh no! What's going on? Come on, let's go eat. Alexi gave me a questioning look. That worried me. Usually Rosalia is really expressive. She confides in us easily. Rosa, if there's anything wrong whatsoever, you can tell us. You know. What's going on, Rosa? Are you two still together? I'm gonna go with B. Of course we're still together. Lee and I are like Romeo and Juliet, or Rapunzel and her pet chameleon. Chameleon? Inseparable. Come on, let's go eat. Rosa slipped her arms around our shoulders and dragged us out the park gate. Okay. Find a place to eat with Alexa and Rosie. Oh, Rosie? Rosa. Oops. Cafe? I don't know. Cafe shop? Okay, I'll be back. Alright, it was just the cafe. As we went by the cafe, Rosalia stopped dead in her tracks. How about we sit down here? It'll bring back good memories. Well, I don't think they serve lunch. Right, and I don't really want to run into my boss. Don't worry, I'll go buy us sandwiches, and that way we can have a drink at the same time. But Rosa, I'm not really comfortable with the idea of seeing Clemens. She can't make you feel guilty. You're not working today. You're not going to stop coming here for drinks, seeing as we're already limited by how few cafes there are in this town. With that, she pulled out 2 chairs and forced me and Alexi to sit down. Good one. Excuse me, could we get 3 lemonades, please? Hello, yes, of course, I'll be right there. Hyun just stuck his head out of the cafe. He hasn't seen me yet. I'll be right back. I'm going to get sandwiches. No sooner said than done. She was out of sight and headed downtown. When Rosa comes up with an idea, there's no stopping her. Yep. We hardly had time to make a little small talk and enjoy the sun that was warming our skin before Rosalia was already back. I ran like crazy. Rosa, do we really have to eat here? I feel like I spend my life here. And is that a problem? Leave it to me to stick my foot in my mouth. I blushed and shrunk down in my chair. Oh, Hyun, my friends insisted on coming here to eat. Sorry to add to your workload, especially at this time of day. There's already a pretty big crowd. My friends? Rosa insisted, you mean? No problem. It's the best place to enjoy the sun, you're right. Thanks, Hyun. Ari has told us a lot about you, so you're a university student too? A lot. Calm down. Rosa. Oh yeah, really? Well, yes, I'm a student too. We've never run into each other until now. It'd be nice to get to know each other better. Can you not? Sure. He went back inside the cafe. Rosa, what game are you playing? You forgot to tell us how cute your co-worker is. He most likely is, but he's my co-worker above all. True, he is. Yeah, well, nah, I'm gonna go with A. A co-worker who's the same age and goes to the same university as you? Well, yes, I don't see it like that. I'm already trying to concentrate on not screwing up anymore in this cafe. I think I've done my share, and I'm not interested, so back off. I'm convinced that he has already considered the idea, if you want my opinion. Rosa, I don't know what you're getting at, but don't get me into a tricky situation. Come on, you know me. I won't do anything without your consent. Well, yes, or else she'll do anything to get your consent. Rosalia stifled a little laugh with her fist. That's precisely when Hyun chose to come back to our table. He set the bill down on the table, smiling shyly. By the way, Hyun, that's your name, right? So annoying, oh my god. Yes, that's right. He's bright red. Rosalia is seriously taking action. And at the same time, I realized that in the face of a beauty like Rosa's, people remain kind of speechless. Ari wants to celebrate the start of her new job. Want to join us? Flat out, like that? I don't know if I should be in admiration or scared she'll go too far. The girl is afraid of nothing. Hyun gave me a look of surprise and turned back to Rosa. Yes, of course, sure, I'd love to. Great, she'll keep you posted. Thanks, Rosa. I can't believe it. I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. Rosalia is really incredible. Great, I'll look forward to that then. Sorry, I have other customers to wait on. Have a nice day. Hyun walked off and turned around several times towards our table, as if he was thinking about what just happened. Jeez, Rosa, you sound like my mother the first time she organised a party for my 10th birthday. All the kids I had never dared talking to, she did the inviting for me. You just made me relive one of the most shameful events of my childhood. No pain, no gain. What about you, Alexi? You aren't saying anything. Me? I've known for a long time that the woman is uncontrollable. The ball's in your court now, Airy. Find a way to invite Morgan to the party. As if it were easy. I just managed to invite a total stranger to your place for a party that you were supposed to organise, right? Anything's possible. But I don't feel as comfortable with people as you do, Rosa. Of course you do. You have it in you. Call on all your charms. Rosalia winked at me. I don't know exactly what she's implying by all my charms, but I don't think Hyun is the kind of guy to let himself be taken advantage of easily. I confess I never say no to a good party. Thanks for your help. Now that you're back among us, I'm no longer the only one to be subjected to Rosa's wacky ideas. We're sharing, sweetheart. I thought that's what you liked most about me. Rosalia put on a falsely angry face. Well, yes, except at times. With you, we have to hold on tight. I don't know what you're talking about. A smile rose at the corner of her lips. She glanced at him, and all three of us burst out laughing. Cute. We kept talking about one thing or another as we finished our sandwiches. Then Rosa put her hand on my shoulder and lowered her tone so only Alexi and I could hear. There's half an hour left before the class starts. The cafe is practically empty. Hyun must be more available to talk. Go on, we'll meet up with you in class. What do you mean, go on? What exactly do you want me to do? We'll organise your party. I've already done the hardest part. What? Don't worry if you don't succeed. It'd be nice to meet Morgan. He intrigues me, but not to the extent of forcing my friends to organise parties on fishy pretexts. Thanks, Alexi. Don't listen to Alexi. We're going to throw a great party and have a blast. Oh, you're a hell of a lot of help, you two. Well, at the risk of repeating myself, I never say no to a party. Haha, really, thanks a lot, you two. Maybe you can take the opportunity to get to know Hyun better. No, thank you. With that, they picked up their stuff and let me alone at the table. Ugh, back here again? Seriously. I don't want to be at the cafe again. I don't know where he is. Oh, sorry to bother you. Oh, don't worry. You're not bothering me. I'm almost done. Clement should be here soon to take over. I get the impression you spend your life here, but you're a student like me. Oh, okay. I'll let you finish straightening up. I'll wait. I really don't want to bother you at the end of your shift. I gotta go with A. That's true. I get that feeling too. I need the money, so I told Clemens to give me as many shifts as possible. Are you in trouble money-wise? Jesus. I couldn't spend so much time here. On top of classes, it'd be enough to drive me crazy. Don't just ask a stranger about their money. But on the other hand, no, I'm not gonna ask that. It's too rude. But this one puts the love meter up, and I just don't want that. But I'm just gonna go with it anyway. For sure, I understand. It's just a question of getting organised, actually. I have a goal, and I'm sticking to it. True. I really want to travel in Asia. That's why I'm working here. One day I'll treat myself to the trip. The expression on his face was one I'd never seen before. I totally get that. I'm fascinated by all of Asia. The culture is so different from ours that makes me want to go. Oh my god, it put the love of me up by 10. No. Really? Lots of people tend to get stuck on themselves and like their little comforts. And then there's me. The first chance I get, I'll grab my backpack and tour the world. I don't care. I just want to leave. He said that in a cheerful, almost sing-song voice. Oh, it sounds like it really means a lot to you, for sure. Is it that obvious? Yep, sure is. Sorry, I get carried away. No, don't change a thing. Anyway, you came here to ask him a question. That came out all by itself, but up until now, I had only seen the nice, hard-working Hyun. His laid-back side is surprising. In any case, I hope my friends didn't cause you any trouble earlier. Trouble? Not at all. They seem annoying. Because they are. No, I was going to say interesting. Oh, yeah, it sounded like Rosalia invited me for you. I felt the red rising in my cheeks and warming my skin. Don't get any ideas, Hyun. Please don't. No, I was going to do it, but she, how can I explain? Made the first move. Exactly, that's it. But you were planning on it. Yes, of course. I mean, it's partly thanks to you that I got the job. It's nice of you to say that, but it's mainly because you didn't run away after being confronted with Clements. Haha, but it's because you knew how to show me the bright side of things. I'm glad it worked. And so, for this party, I'm listening. When do you want to have it? I don't really know. Are you free anytime? Well, I'm free all the time. Well, you're not because you're always working, but okay. Could we do it tonight? Well, when you organise a party, you get right down to business. Might as well take the opportunity as soon as possible. You're right, might as well. So, there will be a few of my friends. I figured as much, yeah. Maybe you could ask Morgan to come. Hint, hint. If you want to invite some people, that could be fun. You know, the more the merrier. I'm going to go with A because it puts down the lover meter and B puts it up. We don't want to do that anymore. We're at 65. Why do you want me to invite my roommate? No reason, really. Seriously, Eri, way to go. How subtle can you get? It's a way to meet people. That's always fun. But why Morgan in particular? Oh my god. No, really, I said that just because. Dunno. I'll think about it. Okay. Where are you going to have it? Now, that's a hell of a good question. I was thinking of the neighborhood bar. They are closed. Exceptionally. Oh, really? Really, I know because Clements keeps repeating like crazy how there's no competition this week. So we should grab the chance to get as much customer loyalty as possible. Oh, okay. Darn. That doesn't leave me with a lot of options. In my dorm room is out of the question. My roommate would most likely call the police or shoot me on the spot. That bad? Obviously you haven't met her yet. How about if we did it here? No way. In your dorm room? That's a bit weird, but we'll go with that. Well, I invite myself to his place shamelessly. I definitely have things to sort out as far as work relationships go. I would have liked to say yes, but I don't feel comfortable with the idea considering I haven't talked to Morgan a single time. That might be a bit much at once. Yeah, you're right. I totally understand. Are you sure you can't do it in your room? I would have liked to avoid a heated argument with Yelene. Yelene? My notorious roommate. Roommate. Just invite her to the party. She's a student like us. I'm sure getting thrown out of her room would get her more irritated than being invited. Well, your theory remains to be proved. Try, you never know. I'll try if you try with Morgan too. Okay. As if I were going to invite Yelene to a friendly gathering. At worst, if the party can't happen, there's a concert next week. I don't know if you're in the loop. Next week, huh? Oh, don't ask me, I don't want to go with you. I mean, that was so mean. Maybe you haven't heard since you just arrived in town. I'm talking about the band Crowstorm, pretty well known in the area. Oh yes, I know. Jeez, is everyone around here really hooked on this band or what? And so, I was wondering, I mean, I don't know if you... What? You want us to go together? No, thank you. Oh, for sure. No, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing that night yet. I'm not going with you. No problem. I understand. Maybe we'll run into each other there anyway. Yeah. Awkward. In any case, keep me posted for the party at your place, okay? I nodded. Then I pulled out my phone to see the time. I still have some time before my class starts. so I'm going to try to find an outfit for tonight. Still don't forget to tell your roomie before throwing a party. Haha, for sure. At worst, if she refuses, I'll hopefully have other chances to wear new clothes. Anyway, so see you tonight, maybe. That works for me. I'll keep you posted. I headed into town. I don't have anything cute to wear. I need to find something. Okay. Let's go. Oh, wait. That's not the right way. There we go. I don't see Lee in the shop. Maybe it's his day off. None of the salespeople I know are around. I made a quick tour of the shop, and in no time spotted several outfits I liked for tonight. I can't make up my mind. I can make up my mind. Okay, so apparently this one here is for Hyun's outfit, or the group, illustration, or the group illustration. And then this one is Nathaniel, which is what we're going for. So, even though it's the most expensive one, thanks. It's pretty cute though. I actually like them both, but this one's cute. Perfect. Now let's just hope I can make the party happen. After spending the morning around Clements, I realised how badly I need to let off some steam. What, was she there? I don't remember seeing her. When I was at the register paying, I noticed the time. I kind of overdid it. I only have a few minutes left to make it to class. I crossed the courtyard at full speed. The class started just minutes ago. Miss Paltry watched me as I went to find a seat. Priya ended up waving at me to come and sit next to her. I whispered softly as I took out some paper and a pen. Thanks, I ran like crazy, but I still got here late. Perfect timing. She was just saying she wouldn't put up with tardiness. I shut up quick and turned to look at Miss Paltry. Awkward. She didn't make a comment, but her gaze was enough to get me refocused on class right away. So, as I was saying before, today we're going to get right into the heart of the matter. There's no school for tolerance, and yet it should set the tempo for our everyday life. To sum things up, this is a class that teaches us to break the silence. Talking can get us out of lots of situations. What does she want us to talk about? I wonder. Since this is the first class, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position. I'm going to pick the topic. Phew, I didn't want to suggest a topic aloud like last time. We're going to talk about politicians. A barely audible wave of protest rose among the students. Well, you're adults now. If you aren't already interested in the topic, it's high time you were. This course is likely to bore us to death. You didn't let me finish. The topic is, men in power, can we criticize everything, and in any way we want? She had written the topic nice and big on the board at the front of the lecture hall. That's the only thing I'm going to write during the course. The rest is done orally. A guy I didn't know stood up and said that obviously we could say anything we wanted to, because that's what makes up our freedom of speech. I agree, pretty much. If we didn't have that freedom, we all would have been arrested a long time ago. Oh, Shani. I admire Shani and how she always has a ready answer. She doesn't think twice about giving her opinion in class. And do you think that's the case everywhere? For example, has anyone here ever held their tongue out of fear of being judged or afraid of retaliation? We can say what we think, so long as we do it with respect. In the case of politicians or government officials, I don't think we hold back. I'd rather not say anything. Well, I'm going to go with the first one. Apparently that raises the love meter with Priya, so I love Priya, obviously. Interesting. So in a way, you hold back. No, not really. But yes, you specified, so long as you do it with respect. I just think that no matter what the criticism, it should be done with respect. And when the government doesn't respect us, should we do it back, whatever the circumstances? Priya surprised me. She said that without standing up and staring at the table. Well, I don't know. I admit that I've never been confronted with the question, Priya. It's not your fault, Eric, rest assured, but that's exactly the problem. Priya sneaked a look at me. She was acting really serious. No one knows what you're talking about. I was caught off guard by Priya, who lightly banged her fist on the table as she looked at Miss Paltry. Miss, please, say what you think. This class is meant for that. Speak up if you disagree. Priya's staring at the table. Her knuckles are white from tightening her fist so much. I whispered softly, Priya, are you okay? Ma'am, your question is stupid. Go Priya. Everyone turned around to look at Priya, and Miss Paltry's jaw practically dropped. Excuse me? I'm sure the majority of the people here don't understand the crux of the issue. You're talking as if it were a light topic. Next to Priya, I've shrunk farther and farther down on my seat. Not at all. It's a real issue. I'm raising it seriously. If you criticize your president right here and now, what's going to happen? No one dares answer. I'll tell you what. Nothing. Nothing because you're protected. Nothing because you're not in a Tarantino movie. Nothing because people fought for the right to speak their minds freely, and now you're benefiting from their courage, but it isn't a luxury everyone gets. All of a sudden, Priya stood up. My parents and I fled our native country our whole lives, pursued by a government that wanted to hush up an incriminating story. What? I thought Priya and her parents had just moved because of her parents' jobs. Now, that's behind us, and I'm free to talk about it, but you have the proof that these are things that don't just happen to others, or in the movies, and I'm here today to testify to that. Priya's voice was loud and clear. I was the only one to see her hand shaking on the tabletop in front of us. Owning up to your opinions has a price in my country, and I know how lucky we are here. What happened? I gave Yelene a nasty look, but her eyes were set on Priya. In fact, everyone had stopped talking and was watching Priya. Yelene just asked the question that was burning the lips of everyone in the class. I'm not going to go into the details. My parents were fighting for women's rights in India and for recognizing the violence suffered by the country's women. They found a video that could have brought down a high-placed parliament member. Her hand is shaking more and more. Except that the video was never released. Threatened, my family and I had to hide for several years. The whole ordeal has only been over for a year. I wasn't aware of any of that. I know very little about her in the end. Priya, I've hung out with her since high school, and not until now did I learn all this. All these years, she kept quiet. To get back to the topic, freedom of speech is crucial and must be protected, but don't take it for granted. With that, Priya sat back down amidst the heavy silence that reigned. All the students' eyes were on Priya. Miss Paltry remained speechless for a few seconds before speaking again. Thanks for sharing your experience with us, young lady. Priya didn't say a thing. It was very interesting. Intense as well. Please feel free to come see me at the end of class if you want to talk more about it in peace and quiet. That's why I set up this class. You're going to learn more about yourself and others. You're going to do some soul searching about yourself and others. This may also bring back painful memories. You're each free to decide whether you share or not. Thanks again, young lady. I turned to face Priya. Her lower lip was shaking. No, Priya. Let's go on. Do you have any facts or current examples that might illustrate the topic? Several hands went up. The classroom hubbub slowly resumed its initial level. Priya was no longer shaking, but she was lost in thought, still staring into space. I whispered so no one would hear us. I preferred not to bother her. I didn't say a thing, but I lay my hand on Priya's forearm to show my support. So C is the one to press to get the illustration, but I'm pretty sure I don't have enough on the lover meter. I think I have 45, and you have to have 55, so. She looked up at me, half a second, surprised by my move, and answered me with a joyless smile. Maybe I should have put her as my crush, and I would have gotten it. Knew it. I understood she no longer wanted to talk about it. All I could do was grant her my silent presence. It seemed to make her feel good. She laid her still shaking hand on mine, just under the table. And we went on listening to the lecture like that. The bell ending the class finally rang. We got up without saying a word. She gave me a smile and left the lecture hall. Knowing Priya, she'll talk about it herself when she needs to. I started following the crowd of students leaving the class. Wait, before going out, don't forget to leave a paper with a topic you'd like to discuss during the next class. That had totally slipped my mind. Remember, the suggestions are anonymous and I'll choose the next topic from them. I have no idea. I'm going to suggest Harry Potter's fans need a follow-up. I'm going to suggest school bullying. I'm going to put in a blank piece of paper. No one will know it's me. I really want to put an A. I'm just going to pick A. Because why not? She probably won't read it out anyway. A little humour never hurt anyone. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a real class topic on it. It's sure to be on a lighter note than today's topic. I rushed to put my paper in Miss Pelcher's box. I saw Alexi and Rosa head out. I ran out the classroom door to catch up with them. What? Where are they? Oh, break room, a new room. The student lounge is really nice. Pool table! So cool. I should spend more time here. That class was really... I didn't realize Priya had been through that. I feel... useless? Personally, I feel like a moron for not have wondered about it before, with her lifestyle and all the moving, and we didn't even ask each other about Priya's life. I just walked into the lounge, but they haven't noticed me yet. You aren't the only ones. The class we just had got me all upset. I feel bad knowing that Priya was in that situation for so long without being able to talk to her friends about it. It must have been horrible. Don't worry, Priya's strong. Did you hear how articulate she was in class just now? All that's behind her. Yeah. Rosa didn't see the upset Priya, who sat back down next to me after her monologue. I had never seen her so vulnerable. She knows we'll always be there for her. She'll turn to us if she needs to. Right, I hope so. You, for that matter, were almost late to class. I'm pretty sure I was late to class. Does that happen to mean a party is in the works with Hyun and Morgan? It's not a done deal. We're going to have to organise the party in my dorm room, and I have to see if it's possible with Yelene. Oh, I would have offered my place, but now isn't a good time. Lee's relatives are visiting. Oh my god. Is Lysander coming? No, just distant cousins. Bummer. It would have been nice to see him again. Yeah. He's really busy. I doubt he'll show up around here anytime soon. Oh, it's making me so sad. Meanwhile, I still don't have an alternative location for the party. As for me, if Morgan comes, I'd like it to be in a more neutral setting than my room. Right, we wouldn't want to feel like a third wheel, Alexi. No, but you know what I mean, Eri. I'd like for it not to seem like a trap. Sure, I understand, Alexi, don't worry. I'll talk to Yelene and keep you posted. I'm out of here. I have a class starting soon. Alexi took his bag and started rummaging through his pockets frantically. No! What's wrong? I think I left my phone in the park. What? I don't remember using it in class earlier. Armin's going to kill me. It was a birthday present. Personally, I have class right now. I won't have time to go look for it. Sorry, Alexi. They both turned to face me. I have a spare hour before my next class. I'll go look for you, Alexi. Are you sure you searched all your pockets? I feel too lazy to walk all the way back to the park. Oh, that's sad. I'll go look. Oh, thanks, Eri. You'll have my eternal gratitude if you find it. I sure hope so. That's the bare minimum. I'm out of here. I can't afford to be late. Alexi hugged me and kissed me on the cheek before clearing out of the student lounge, with Rosa on his heels. Okay, let's go to the park. Here I go. Now all I have to do is take a walk to the park. Should be easy, right? Just to make sure, I'll Take a look around in case I find it miraculously in this area. No, it doesn't seem to be here. His cell phone doesn't seem to be here. Great. Maybe he dropped it when he was walking. Oh darn, might as well have a look around to try and find it. There it is. Yes, at last. I'm going to make someone happy. Aw. Hey, Eri, are you going to work? No, I was looking for Alexi's phone. He's lucky I found it before someone else. Really lucky for sure. Hey, the self-help class was kind of interesting earlier, wasn't it? Sure was. You can say that again. Did you know Priya had been through all that? No, and in a way, I'm mad at myself for not having questioned her about it before. We all have guilty secrets or things from the past that are hard to talk about. Sure. So where are you going? Back to campus? Yes. Well then, I'll walk with you. Cool. Let's go. Shani stopped walking. She turned to face me. Have you heard of Crowstorm? Here we go again. I don't want to think about it too much, to be honest. Yeah. Do you listen to that kind of band, Shani? Well, it's not... Yeah, okay. But it's still a band that blows you away. I like him. Dimmu what? That doesn't surprise me coming from Castile. It's definitely his style to play music that blows you away, like you said. I have to go with B, just to see her reaction. I want to know. You know Castile? It's a long story. I see. So maybe you could introduce him to me. Probably not. Am I dreaming, or is that name all anyone can talk about? I just like people who have a sense of taste in clothes. I love the way he dresses. Okay, you can stop now. No, seriously. He and I haven't talked in a really long time, so I'm not even sure he'll recognize my face. You know he will. That being said, he'd better recognize me. I'll take it badly if he doesn't. How about going to the concert together? No, thank you. No. Great idea. I still hadn't figured out who I could go to it with. Thanks, but I may be going to it with someone else. I am going to it with someone else, alright? I just haven't been asked yet, or I haven't brought it up yet. No problem, so I don't know if I'm going to go anyway. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You'll go. Don't be like that. No, don't worry. I hope we'll get another chance. You can count on me, Shani. Oh, I feel bad. I feel kind of bad. I do. I'm ditching her so I can try and go to the concert with Nathaniel. I feel so bad. Oh well. I hope I didn't hurt Shani's feelings too much. Oh. I'm going to the library before the medieval and ancient art class later. I can't wait. See you later, huh? Yikes. I forgot we had that class this afternoon. I'm going to try to stay awake. We could just not go. It's one of the most fascinating classes. You're really missing something. I wouldn't have said that. Try to get interested in it at least. You'll see. Well, yeah, I'm not promising anything. Meet you in the auditorium. See you later. See you later, Shani. I walked across the quad to reach the dormitories. You here? Come on, load. Oh my god. Hi. Oh my god. I'm really the one who should be surprised to see you here. Oh my god. Okay. Calm down. I enrolled at the university like you, and sometimes I actually come. Except this isn't the university, just the dormitories. And as far as I know, this hall only goes to the girls' rooms. So, what are you doing here? He ran his left hand through his hair, grinning. Then he started fiddling with one of his ear piercings. What are you up to, seriously? Well, you're the one I was coming to see, obviously. Something tells me that's not the whole truth. Well, here I am. What were you coming to tell me? we're going to go with B. Yeah, we're going with B. To see how you were doing. I'm just making sure you're still alive. How nice of you. As you can see, I'm surviving. Between my job and days of classes, a routine about as basic as they come. If you want to spice up your routine, you know where to find me, Eri. I'd be thrilled to do you the favour. Please. I'll keep that offer in the back of my mind, in case I ever get the urge. Just don't. I managed a dose of spice in my life just fine without you adding your grain of salt. B? Yep, we're going for B again. Too bad, you're missing out on something. More like you are missing out on something. That's quite possible. Anyway, I seriously never see you over on the university side of campus. Don't you go to class at all? Why did you enroll? To get access to the dormitories, obviously. It's the only way I figured out to get the money my parents had saved up for me to study. I used it to enjoy life a little more. Meaning what? You hang out with shady characters who enjoy taking their frustration out on girls in the street? After all, do what matters to you. I just hope you won't regret your choices. After all, we only live once. I think we're going for B again. Yes, okay, I'm going to go with B. I really hope I don't do anything wrong. Oh, what a serious tone of voice all of a sudden. Don't worry about me, dear Eri. I'm very aware of the choices I make. Let's hope so. You're cute when you worry about me. Above all, never stop. I frowned and didn't say another word on the topic. Not worth playing his little game. A few seconds went by before I figured out how to bounce back. Other than that, what are you up to next week? It's the first topic that came to mind. Next week? Are you inviting me to the Little Red-Headed Rockers concert, or am I dreaming? I said that just because, without thinking. Everyone in town will be there. There's never a good reason to miss a promising night out. Even if it's Castiel. Have you been out of touch since high school? Of course they have. They were never friends. As if he and I had ever been close. True. It was always a little heated between you two. But we all had some good times together, all in all. I get the impression you and I didn't live through the same years. You're exaggerating. No, not really. High school wasn't all fun and games for me. I know it was never easy for him. Everyone knew it. But I don't remember him bringing up what happened so easily. He looked away. No, I wasn't especially thinking about the concert. Besides, I still don't know exactly who I'm going with. I'd rather wait and see what Priya or Rosa have planned. No way. And so, are you going to it with someone? I don't know. We could maybe go together? Hint, hint. Yes? In any case, I'm going to it. So with or without you, it doesn't make much of a difference after all. Jeez. So nice. How nice. I definitely don't want to force you, you know. Sorry, that was kind of rude. I take it back. Good. It would be a real pleasure to keep your company for that evening, my dear. That's more like it. Okay, so see you next Friday then. Who knows, maybe we'll run into each other before then. Sure we will. You're likely to see me go down these halls from time to time. Maybe one of these days it'll be coming out of your room. I don't think so. Stop being so sure of yourself. Come and come and visit me whenever you feel like it. Dream on. Okay, we're going with C. That works for me. I'm going to continue only thinking about it then. You got it. Be happy with that. I love it when you give me a hard time. No one has dared to do that in a long time. It's nice to have someone who stands up to me, finally. If I can help out, it's my pleasure. Your cheeks are on fire, Eri. Are you sure you're okay? I can't believe he's so haughty. I'll leave you to your questionable activities in this hallway. I have things to figure out. So, bye. Fine. Have a nice day. With that, he got into the elevator as he pulled out his phone and winked at me before the elevator doors closed. What nerve. Nathaniel, things have really changed. I still have time before my class this afternoon. I'm going to take the opportunity to see if Yelene is around. I'm not hoping for much on her behalf, but you never know. The room is empty. She isn't here. It goes without saying we don't have each other's phone numbers. She and I are far cry from that stage. Phew, I'm going to take a little break. I've been running around non-stop since this morning. I put my bag down, took off my shoes and lay down on my bed. I picked up my phone and connected to YouTube. I feel like seeing if I can find stuff by Crowstorm. Much to my surprise, there are 2 videos with several thousands of views already. They've really reached a certain level of fame. I clicked, too excited to wait for the concert. I really want to see what Castillo looks like now. It started with a few piano notes. I wasn't expecting that. Then guitar, and finally Castillo's voice. That's definitely him singing. The music is awesome. Already back in high school, what he was doing with Lysander was excellent, but this, he really has what it takes. I watched the whole video. Castillo doesn't appear anywhere in it. There are only actors. I tried another video. This time the band members are all in it, but the band is playing inside an abandoned house in the shadows. Seems like they do everything they can to stay mysterious. You can hardly make them out. The last note ends on a close-up of Castillo's mouth against the mic. I definitely saw a strand of red hair, but that's it. I was about to search the web for more info about the band when I got a text from Priya. Hey Eri, do you have class now? Do you want to join me in the break room? I need to talk a bit. I guess after what happened in class earlier, Priya is kind of down in the dumps. I answered right away. Yes, still have a little time, on my way. I'll never have time to see Yelene before tonight. I'm going to have to cancel I think. No way, you don't cancel. Okay. Right when I was about to leave the dormitory, the door jammed and hit me in the nose. Ouch. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was coming in at the same time. As I massaged my face, I looked at Melody, who was picking up the papers that had flown when we collided. Seriously, how clumsy can I get? I'm really sorry. Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? It's nothing, don't worry. Stuff like that happens. It kind of hurts, yeah. Try to be more careful next time. It's okay, Melody. Right. Melody's eyes filled up with tears. Aww. Mellow? Since when is that a nickname? Is everything okay? I don't know. This year, I have too much to do. It must be making me feel all mixed up. I can imagine. With studying, working as an assistant, and all the rest, it must not be easy. You're making too big of a deal. You think so? Yeah, that's it. I must be putting too much pressure on myself. You should let loose a little. Want to talk about it? Hey. You're right. I'm going to let loose. I'm going to drop everything. She kicked one of her papers on the floor as she said that. She seems mad. I don't know. Go out. Do something. It's just the start of the year. You're going to have a meltdown. I picked up the last few of her papers that were still on the floor. She sniffled noisily. You're right. For that matter, I heard Rosa say she was going to make some food for a party you apparently have tonight. Yeah, that's right. Do you think that I need to take my mind off things? I feel bad about the shape she's in. I can't refuse. We're going to be crammed inside my little room. But we're not even sure it's going to happen, Melody. Oh, I see. No, I'm not saying that because of you, I swear. For the time being, I still don't have my roommate's agreement. It's supposed to take place in my dorm room. Listen, give me your phone number, and I'll let you know the time and location. Oh, thanks. She recited her number, and I put it in my cell phone. Thanks, so I'll wait for a text from you. For sure. I have pretty many things to handle before the party, but I'll do my best. Anyway, I'll let you be on your way, and sorry again. So see you tonight. Right, see you tonight. One more person. If things keep going like this, the party is going to end up with the whole darn university. Where am I going? Break room. Thanks, it's nice of you to have come. It's only normal. I wanted to text you after the class earlier this afternoon, but I didn't dare. You could have. I'm sorry if it was a bit disconcerting. Oh no, you don't have to justify yourself. If you had known, what would you have done? Believe me, the best thing to do was to keep it to myself, to protect my family. I can't believe how you had to live in fear for so long. That must have been awful. To tell the truth, the worst happened when I was really young. I didn't realize until later how serious things were. That's also what drove me to study law. I understand better now. There's so much injustice, and so many corrupt countries. I really want to focus on international law. You're really articulate on the topic. I'm sure that'll suit you. Well, anyway, I was kind of withdrawn after the class, so I wanted to apologize. No, really, there's no need. I totally understand. In any case, I'm not sure I'll be able to attend Miss Paltry's class again after having behaved that way. Don't be so sure. She really seemed to appreciate your participation. I can go see her to talk to her about it if you want. Gotta go with A. You think so? Yes, really. She said that this type of class was intended to make us think. You brought us back to reality, Priya. I'm sure that's exactly what she was trying to trigger. Definitely, that seems to be her type. Thanks, having talked to you has cheered me up. I got the impression I went too far. No, not at all. You were yourself, and that's the best thing to do. I smiled back at her. I looked at the time on my phone. I'm going to have to go to class. Want to hook up later? Hook up, huh? It's a deal. Have a nice afternoon. I smiled at Priya and headed for the exit. Go to the auditorium. Oh no, I don't want to go to this class. On my way to the auditorium, I felt my phone buzz in my pocket. It's Rosa. Tell me you found Alexi's phone. He's on the brink. I answered right away. Yep, found it in the street. He got lucky. I'll give it back afterwards. Right now I have class. No need. You can give it to him tonight. Don't worry. He'll be very grateful. The party. Gosh, nothing's ready for the time being. If I don't manage to see Yelene now, I'm likely to make everyone come for nothing. I didn't answer, and I scanned the hallway to see if I couldn't find Yelene before going into class. My cell phone buzzed again. A message from Hume this time. Morgan said yes for tonight. It was a good idea to push me into inviting him. He actually seems really nice. Thanks. Can you give me a room number on campus, and what time should we come? Yikes. I'm a real pro at organizing. I invite everyone before even having a place to throw the party. There's Yelene. She's going into the auditorium. I'll never manage to talk to her before class starts. Maybe you can go sit by her. Everyone is seated. The auditorium is already full, and the teacher is getting settled in. A few seats are free next to Shani. I went to put my stuff down next to her. The class is going to last at least 2 hours. What? And Yelene is on the first row. I consider sending a message to everyone to tell them it's postponed. Are you okay, Eri? You look worried. Fine. I said that without taking my eyes off Yelene at the front of the class. Ugh, it's definitely screwed. I'm going to send a message to Rosa. As I took my phone out inconspicuously under the table, I saw that I already had another message from her. Fixing some nibbles to eat at the party tonight. Don't bother with that. You just need to go by the store to pick up some drinks. See you later. Can't wait. Aww. Honestly, the girl is faster than lightning. Eri? Hold on. I'll be with you in a sec. I just need to answer Rosa. I started to answer her quick. Rosa, it's not going to be possible for that. I got interrupted in my rush by an unpleasant clicking. A little pudgy hand was tapping its nails on my desk. I know we are all at the university, and that my class isn't one of the most popular. However, if I don't have your attention, miss, I require at least your respect. I felt my cheeks climb in temperature immediately. Mr. Labard had gone to the trouble of walking all the way up to my desk to tell me that. Oh no, so awkward. The whole auditorium was watching me. As I said during my first course, I'm not very concerned about what you do, but I do not tolerate cell phones. Obviously, I must have missed a part of the class that dealt with that issue. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to disturb. Please forgive me, sir. I just have one very important message to send. No, I'm just going to say A. The harm is done, miss. May I, as of now, count on your mental presence in my class? Yes, sir. He seems much more impressive like that when he speaks in a trance-like... He seems much more impressive like that than when he speaks in a trance-like voice about medieval and ancient art. I put my phone into my bag immediately and laid my hands on my desk. I feel like I just got scolded like a little girl. Mr. Labard went down all the auditorium steps slowly, as all eyes followed him attentively. He stood in front of the board and took a deep breath. Now, as I was saying, Celtic art in the 5th century is a major extension of the period. He resumed his class as if nothing had happened. I wonder how he managed to see me. I'm seated on the other side of the auditorium. Because of that, I don't dare take my phone back out. I'm going to have to wait until the end of class. The class moved on without any other interruptions. I guess mine was enough to calm the whole class down. The 2 hours seemed to last forever. I was thinking of Rosa making tons of little appetizers for tonight. I really hope Yelene is going to say yes. What am I thinking? Yelene? Saying yes to me organizing a party in our room? The sunlight is fading outside. The end of the afternoon is drawing near. The end of the 2-hour class finally rang. I stood up right away as I saw Yelene leave. I have to catch up with her. Run. Run, run, run. Well, you sure got chewed out by Mr. Labard. I didn't think he was the type to do that. I didn't dare console you while we were still in the auditorium. I didn't want him to go after you again. Shani followed me as we came out of class, but I have to catch up with Yelene on the double. Run away! Yeah, I'm sorry, Shani. I really have to run. Okay, no prob. We'll talk about Cistercian art some other time then. I really wanted to hear your point of view about it. I'd love to, Shani, but some other time. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Sorry, Shani, sister thing is really not my thing, and I really have to run. Got A. Wow, you'd love to. I would have thought you'd send me packing. I know it's not your thing. I was saying that as a joke. Oh, okay. Go on. Looks like you're really in a hurry. You keep looking all over the place. Thanks, Shani. I don't see Yelene in the hall anymore. She must have left. Great. Now I have to find her. There she is. Are you talking about me? Yes, I mean, you're here. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm going to bed. What's up? You're going to bed? Yes, got a problem with that? Listen, I had planned to have a party tonight here in the room. Do you mind? Do you have another place to sleep? I'm gonna go with B. What the? Am I dreaming or are you throwing me out of my own room? No, really, I'm sorry. It's just that I had planned to have a little party, and I see you're tired, so I... A party? In the room? Yes, the usual bars are closed. This was the only place that seemed feasible. Right, listen, just drop it. I don't know what made me think it would have been possible. I'll call it off. I walked towards the door of the room, digging in my pocket to pull out my phone. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to have the party tonight at all costs. I should have guessed that with Yelene it wasn't conceivable. Will your gothic girlfriend be coming? I turned to face Yelene, who was looking at me, her arms folded across her chest. No, she wasn't part of the plan. Why? So, have your party. I don't mind. I must have misheard. What? What time does it start? Well, I haven't set the time yet. I guess around 9. So are there a lot of people coming? There will be 5 of us. Okay. Are they art history students? Do I know them? No, I mean, I don't think you know them. They're students, but not in our major. Okay. But I'm warning you, I'm not cleaning up or doing the shopping. Hold on. I think we misunderstood each other. It's a party with my friends. Okay. But are you staying? Okay. Thanks, Yelene. I'm just gonna say thanks and just leave it at that. Like, that's fine. I guess that means she's going to stay for the party too. Don't mention it. You'll owe me one. As if. Try not to forget it. Why does she want to be part of the party so badly all of a sudden? I stood there with a blank look, my jaw hanging wide open in front of her. Tonight with her, I'm not sure this is a good idea. What are you doing? Aren't you going to go buy what you need for tonight? Mind telling me why you want to be at the party so badly? I don't want to be there so badly. You're the one forcing me to be there. Well, I'm not. You could leave. Should have guessed. I'm not forcing you to do anything at all. If it's not possible, I'll call off the party. It's not a problem. So, if I've got it straight, you don't want me to be there. That doesn't seem all that shocking to me. You and I have never been best buddies before. That's the least you can say. Listen, I don't really get what you plan on. You won't be the only one at the party. I can make conversation with other people in hopes that they aren't as narrow-minded as you are. Whatever. Hi. Yes. Rosa? You haven't been answering my texts. I was starting to worry. It's just that... Hi, you must be Yelene. I'm Rosalia, an old friend of Aries. It's nice of you to agree to the party. We had no other solution. Rosa is too nice. I looked at her, my eyes wide. To tell the truth, we were just talking about it and... You'll join us, obviously, won't you, Yelene? No way we're kicking you out of your own room. I held back a little scream of protest. What in the world is she up to, despite her knowing how things are between the two of us? Well, yes, I'll be there. Okay, great. I looked at Rosa questioningly, but she kept on like nothing had ever happened. Okay, I'll go get Alexi. I'm just going to put the hot appetizers in the room, and we can meet back here at 9 p.m. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I'm going to go get ready. See you later. With that, Yelene did an about face and went into the room. I ended up alone with Rosa in the hallway. What got into you? Have you lost it, Rosa? Oh, these are both good options. But I think I'm going to go for B. At least, thanks to me, there will be a party. Yes, with Yelene, my roomie from hell, remember? Maybe you're judging her a little fast. She seemed nice just now. Am I dreaming, or don't you remember the first day I arrived on campus? You and I both saw her hassling Shani. You know what she's worth. Maybe we got there at the wrong time. You're being too nice in this particular case. An old Chinese proverb says you have to stay close to your friends and even closer to your enemies. At least it'll let you find out more about her. That's not a Chinese proverb. It comes from the movie The Godfather. Rosa, you're amazing. Besides, you invited Melody without telling me. I ran into her earlier. She told me she was bringing some fruit and a quinoa salad. Did you tell her we were having a vegan party or what? Geez, Melody, I'd totally forgotten about that. Don't worry, I'll get in touch with her and tell her the time. That means there won't be 5 or 6 of us, but instead 7 of us in my room. We'll never fit. And on top of that, with Yelene, I sense the atmosphere is going to be special. Special. Come on, relax, we'll be there. Everything's going to be fine, even if she's there. Seriously, you don't know Yelene and her devastating talent for wreaking havoc. Besides, your room isn't as small. You're hardly exaggerating. No, seriously, I'm not exaggerating. Stop moaning. We're throwing a party and you have alcohol to buy, so go. I folded my arms across my chest and put on a grumpy face. I love them bickering. It's so cute. Rosa wrapped her arms around me and whispered in my ear. I'd like to remind you that Hyun will be there tonight. The party may be more important than you think. I like Hyun, but he's my coworker. You're imagining things. That doesn't make Yelene's being there any better. I really don't like him. I mean, in a friend way. In a friend way, yeah, but that's all. Yeah, right. We'll see tonight when you're not so inhibited, dear. You're losing it, Rosa. That would never happen. I'm going to put the appetizers in your room. 9 p.m. Be on time. I dragged my feet down the hall to the elevator. Go buy what you need for the party. Hey, by the way, what do you want? Hey, by the way, wow, you're faster than lightning. I thought you were putting the appetizers in my room. Done. I ran down the stairs. I wanted to make sure you were headed to the store and not standing us up. I wouldn't want to run against you in a sprint. No, but especially, I forgot to get Alexi's phone back. He won't think it's really his until he's seen it with his own eyes. I took Alexi's phone out of my bag and handed it to Rosa. Here, you can reassure him. In fact, I think it's just an excuse. He's more stressed out about tonight than he wants to admit. About Morgan? Yeah, he isn't even sure he's coming for the time being. I forgot to tell you, but yes, Hyun told me Morgan would come. Really? Excellent. Excellent. Well, yes, about Morgan. I think the guy really caught his eye. It's love at first sight. Alexi is pretty comfortable when it comes to this kind of thing. Maybe you're right, and it's more important than it looks. I hope it's going to be okay for him tonight. Tell him to relax. I will, for sure. Well, I'm going to meet up with Alexi and find out what Lee's up to. This time, let's meet back up at 9 p.m. without fail. Okay, I'm going to do the shopping. See you later. Rosa headed through the campus gate. I hardly feel like spending an evening with Yelene when I was supposed to spend it with my best buddies. It annoys me to think that she dared to invite herself so shamelessly. But Rosa is going to so much trouble to get us all together. I get the impression she wants to relive her high school years. Oh, I can't blow her off. And besides, it's Yelene's dorm room, so if she wants to be there, whatever. Whatever. I'm going to hurry to the store. I cross town, walking fast. Wait, where's the store? Oh my god, I have no idea. Just when I arrived in front of the store, my phone rang. Hyun, I totally forgot to answer him. Hello? Hi, is it still on for tonight? I'm really sorry, Hyun. I've been running around like crazy, and I haven't had time to answer. No problem, don't worry. Tonight, the party's at 9, on campus. My room number is 719. Great. Do you have everything you need? Need help for anything else? No, thanks a lot. I'm taking care of everything. See you later. Later, and I'm glad the party isn't cancelled. Beep beep. It cut off. Okay, time's flying. I'm going to end up managing to be late to my own party in my own room. I walked through the store door and headed to the alcohol aisle. What should I get? Ew. I'm going to get stuff for champagne soup. Champagne soup. It's refreshing and different. A little tequila, salt, and lemons. That should be pretty good. Champagne soup. What is that? Maybe it's like a punch. I'm gonna go for that just because it's interesting. I got everything I needed and went to the checkout register. I went up to the register and smiled at the cashier as I put my items down. Evening. Your ID, please. He doesn't seem very accommodating. I'm 23. I'm way over the legal drinking age. 23? Doesn't sound right to me, but okay. Your ID, or I won't sell it. Come on, I don't think I look like a child. Slightly offended, I rummaged through my bag noisily. I always put my ID in the little inside pocket with my earbuds and my date book. There's nothing there anymore. I always have my billfold and my notebooks, but part of my stuff is lost. I'm sorry I lost my ID, but I'm really 23. I must have forgotten my ID, but I'll come and show it to you tomorrow if you want. I'm gonna go with A. Always the same excuses, and afterwards I end up with the parents knocking on my door. I swear, I'm not lying, sir. I'm old enough to. I can't do a thing for you. Go get some soft drinks and lemonade, or I'll call the police. Calm down. Oh my god. What? But he isn't going to call the police for so little. I didn't do anything wrong. I just want to buy what I need. Why do you want to call the police? I don't like this situation at all. It's always my fault. Well, now that's over. I'm taking action. You're the one buying. You're the one with problems. He said that in a crabby voice, banging his big fist on the edge of the checkout counter. I leaped backwards, frightened by his gesture. He seems especially wound up. He picked up the phone next to him and started dialing the number for the police. What is your problem? I already told you I'm 23. You're going to make them come for nothing. Ari, is everything okay? Mr. Zadie? Oh, hello. Who are you? I think what you meant to say, in fact, is, hello, how can I help you, right? The cashier seemed caught off guard by Mr. Zadie's tone. As far as I understand, the issue is about buying alcohol. You deserve credit for paying attention to the age of your customers. Yeah, if I'm not careful, I'm the one who gets blamed, and there's no way that's happening again for... The cashier started getting worked up again. I totally understand. Don't worry. He's just not putting up with any of this shit. The young woman is going to give me the money, and we're going to act as if I were buying the alcohol. That way, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Mr. Zadie had taken what I was holding and placed my items on the counter. The cashier finally let go of the phone and started scanning the items. I realized that I was short-winded. The cashier's reaction scared me. That'll be $45. I pulled out my billfold. I gave the money to Mr. Zadie. Here you go. Thanks. Don't mention it. Have a nice evening. He's so polite. Mr. Zadie picked up the bottles and the rest before heading straight for the exit. Here, he gave me everything I had bought. In hopes that no one sees me giving the alcohol to one of my students, that could definitely be misinterpreted. Thanks a lot. I don't know what got into him. In 2 seconds, the situation changed dramatically. Don't worry, he's pretty wound up. People around here know it. You should always carry your ID. I know, I do. I must have dropped it. Not just for buying alcohol, but in case of a problem. If anything whatsoever happens to you, it's better to have it. I just freaking said that I dropped it, alright? Especially for someone like you who comes home extra late. Right. I smiled at him. We did see one another in the alley the night it was raining. You're right. Still, I was convinced I had it. I searched for it in my bag again frantically. Unsuccessfully. I don't get it. What could I have done with it? All of a sudden, I had a stroke of genius. Really? Or you just remembered? In ancient art class. I ran like crazy to catch up with Yelene. I must have grabbed my bag and spilt part of things. You left it in the auditorium? I think so. At this time of day, the auditorium doors are locked. However, I happen to have the keys. How convenient. I wouldn't want to waste your time, and unfortunately someone's expecting me tonight. Could you go there with me? B. Of course. Anyway, I was planning on going there to work later tonight. Follow me. Thanks a million. I looked at the time. 9:02. Oh no, it'll be okay. I'll hurry. What? But it's still daytime. At worst, Yelene's there now to welcome them. At that thought, I make a face. I hugged my arms tighter to protect myself from the cold and fell into step behind him all the way to campus. We headed to the art building fast. Oh, now it's night time. After rushing into the hallway of the art building, we both gave a sigh of relief as we realized we were finally sheltered from the wind. Mr. Zadie started looking through his stuff for the keys to the room. Talk about nasty weather. It's the kind of cold evening that makes me want to sit by a fire and watch a silly Christmas movie, like Love Actually. Oh, the scene between Mark and Juliet with the signs. I'd give anything to see that movie again. I've never seen Love Actually. It never really tempted me all that much. That's like a crime. Christmas movies are not really my thing. That's a crime as well. I love that movie, and I love Christmas movies. I have to go with A. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. Definitely going with A. I didn't think it would be your thing. Most art students spend their time watching pedantic art films to get cultured. I don't know if it's really a good thing to do or not. In any case, I'm not all that into so-called art films. Supposedly it's essential for excelling in high society. For me, people excel much more by admitting their little weaknesses that seem shameful, rather than by spewing out names of filmmakers the general public's never heard of. Yeah, okay, whatevs. People showing off what they know isn't attractive. I smiled at him. He dug his hand down into the pocket of his jacket. Here it is. You're going to be able to get your card back at last. This one? I climbed the auditorium stairs 2 at a time up to the place where I had sat a little earlier in the day. Nothing. There wasn't the slightest little trace of my card. Someone else must have picked it up. Find it? No. I came all the way here for nothing. I pulled my phone out of my pocket. 9:25. There are 2 missed calls from Rosa and 4 unread messages from Alexi. Uh-oh, they're going to lecture me. There's always Lost and Found. You can go there tomorrow. That's true. Thanks all the same. Seeing that you weren't buying notebooks and pens for reviewing my class tomorrow, I bet people are waiting for you. Yes, that's true. Is it a party on campus? I know parties in the rooms aren't allowed. Yes, I confess. We couldn't find it anywhere else. No, it's at a friend's. Don't lie. Yes, I know it's against the rules, but we'll be discreet. I'm gonna go with A. What's a dorm room for if parties aren't allowed in them? I didn't say a thing. I just smiled at him. Your secret's safe with me. On the contrary, I'd love a good party like that to let off some steam. And considering what you picked up at the grocery store, it's sure to be memorable. Okay, well, you're not going to get an invite, so I hope so. In any case, thanks for everything. The card, the grocery store earlier. I smiled shyly. Before you go, I have something for you. I was thinking about giving it to you after class tomorrow, but so long as I'm here. Really? What is it? Thanks, but you shouldn't have. I'm going to go with A. He pulled an object out of his bag that looked like a small black can of spray deodorant. Are you trying to tell me that I smell? It's pepper spray. Great. I'd feel bad if something bad happened to one of my students. It's pepper spray. I was worried when I saw you walking home alone the other night. Thanks. So thoughtful. Especially, apparently it's kind of my fault if you got the job. Better safe than sorry. It's really... Thanks. I felt a little embarrassed in front of him. He had even taken the time to put a little ribbon on it. Oh, it's so sweet. I looked at the ribbon, holding back a smile. Yeah, I know, it might seem a little ridiculous, but for me, all gifts deserve wrapping. Haha, I let out a little ridiculous giggle that caught me off guard. He smiled kindly at me, leaning his hips against the desk. I don't know what to say. Thanks, really. It's sweet to have thought of me. I'll feel safer with this. A. It isn't much. I just hope you'll never have to use it. He seems really serious when he says that. I put the little can of pepper spray away in my bag. Slipping it in, my phone screen lit up. It's 9:38 p.m. Pretty soon I'm going to be an hour late if this keeps up. Go on, don't keep your friends waiting any longer. Right, thanks. Have a nice evening. Thanks. See you tomorrow, Erie. See you tomorrow, sir. I looked at Mr. Zadie one last time before going out the door. Run away. I ran until I was out of breath, all the way to room 719. I didn't even take the time to contact Rosa. I preferred coming straight here to keep from wasting any more time. As I was close to my room, I heard bursts of laughter, and the rat-a-tat song Wildcat, making the door hinges vibrate. Apparently the party has already started, and sounds like it's a pretty good start. Considering the rumbling of the bass against the wall, there's no sense knocking. Might as well go straight in. Why would you knock to go to your own room anyway? What? No, Gyoza, you really don't get it. At that, everyone burst out laughing. Even Yelene was holding her stomach as she laughed. Oh, so cute. But why are you having all this fun without me, huh? I must have missed an episode. Want to explain? Are you talking about me? A. You missed more than one, for sure. We were worried, waiting for you. Sure you were. Yeah, right. You all look worried to death. We were talking about gyozas, the Chinese dumplings Rosa made for tonight. She pointed to the tray set down on my bed, where a dozen little appetizers were spread out. They must be super cold by now. They were making fun of me because I couldn't pronounce it right. I'd finally succeeded just before you opened the door. Don't worry, Rosa. It's never easy. But anyway, it was still cute for you to try something like 40 times. Laughing, Rosa gives him a little swat on the shoulder. He called her Rosa. Apparently, the introductions were made fast, and they didn't need me for that. Well, take off your coat and have a seat. It's kind of crammed, but we'll make room for you. Thank you for making room for me in my room. I was surprised by the way Morgan spoke to me. He seems really comfortable. Like everyone for that matter. Obviously, they didn't need me to break the ice. Oh sure, make yourself at home. Yelene burst out laughing, slightly overdoing it, if you ask me. Ugh, weird. As I tried to make my way through the people seated on the floor, with little dishes and bottles scattered here and there, the conversations resumed, even livelier, as if I weren't there. I managed to reach my closet, although not easily. Once my head inside, I stuffed my coat in on top of everyone else's. I took a deep breath before turning around. I'm practically regretting this party. I feel like I'm in the way and strangely out of place. I sat down cross-legged on the floor between Hyun and Alexei. Through the animated discussions, Rosa called out to me. Did you manage to find what you wanted? Yes, but can you imagine I came close to not ever getting back from the grocery store? Yes, I got everything. Sorry for the wait. My feelings are kind of hurt about the way everyone welcomed me. I'm gonna go with B. I said that kind of bluntly as I set down the bottles. Is everything okay? Yeah, I answered coldly. Oh, so mean. I can't help it. My feelings are hurt, seeing them all having fun before I even get here. Even Yelene. Especially Yelene. Rosalia looks me over as if she was trying to figure out what's on my mind. She slipped behind Alexei to grab me by the shoulder and talk to me without anyone hearing. What's wrong? Nothing. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have thrown this party. Stop it. You feel excluded because we were laughing when you got here. We were waiting for you. Nothing else. We're all happy you're here. I didn't say anything, but what Rosa just whispered to me reassured me a little. Didn't you see my text? I was mad at myself for leaving you to go alone to the grocery. I was even going to take off looking for you if you hadn't answered in the next 2 minutes. I looked at my phone. For sure, I had new messages, including one from Rosa that said, I'm worrying. Let me know you're alive. I smiled when I read it. There you go again. Always imagining the worst. You see? Stop imagining things. Come on, now you're here. I'm reassured. We can really get this party started. She looked at me with an infectious smile, and I couldn't keep from winking back. She sat back down. I spoke again in the middle of the prevailing racket. That being said, you weren't very far from the truth. I came close to not ever getting back. Meaning, the cashier refused to sell me alcohol without me showing my ID, and I didn't have it on me. Really? It's not like we were still in high school, and even if we were, back then, I don't think anyone asked me for mine one single time. The guy sounds crazy. For sure, and I wasn't feeling too brave at the time, and that's precisely the problem, Alexei. It must have gotten out that he accepted to sell alcohol to underage kids, and so he doesn't want to anymore. At one point, I seriously thought he was going to call the police. That doesn't surprise me. It's not the first time that he's made that kind of scene. The police? You weren't even in the wrong. How'd you work it out? Well, I got help from another customer. He ended up coming down and I managed to get out safe and sound. I'm gonna go with A. I hope she asks who. Well, that stings. Anyway, I'll know for next time. I'll make sure I have my ID on me. I don't feel like talking about what Mr. Zadie did for me in front of Yelene and Mello. Mello. So weird. You never know. I wouldn't want it to blow up in his face. That's true. I didn't even think of that. The guy's got a problem. Same thing happened to me last time. Except that, well, in your case, it's understandable. But in my case, excuse me, what are you trying to say? What's that supposed to mean? Am I dreaming, or is she making fun of me in front of my own friends? But in your case, go on, finish your sentence. I'm gonna choose B. You bitch. Yeah, that's what I was going to do before you cut me off. But in my case, I had my ID on me, and he still made the assumption that it might be a fake ID or who knows what. I wasn't expecting her to say that. I thought that she was saying I looked much younger than her, which obviously you don't. I felt like a moron. Everyone had started serving themselves generously in the dishes Rosa fixed. Rosa, this is really yummy. You have a gift for Asian food. She can't pronounce the names of the dishes, but she knows how to make them. That's not a bad start. Rosa laughed and pretended to roll her eyes. I have a hunch it's going to take all year to shake this pronunciation business off. My stomach started growling all of a sudden. I hadn't served myself a single time. I picked up a dumpling and chewed it greedily. It is really delicious. For sure, Rosa, this is excellent. Don't act so surprised. You're going to hurt my feelings. Morgan laughed cheerfully at Rosa's answer. I feel so much better than when I first arrived. The conversations are flowing and everyone is talking with everyone. Ends up, it's not so bad being here. It's crowded, but that makes us have to interact. Taste my salad too. It's my grandmother's recipe. I added shallots simmered with nuts and lemon. Oh, now this is a party! I know it's not the kind of thing you're used to eating, but... Sure enough, no one had touched it for the time being. We served ourselves in little plastic bowls. That actually sounds really nice. Yum yum, Melody, it's excellent. I told you so. It really is good. It's original. I was fed up with eating macaroni and cheese every day on campus, so I started learning how to cook. Definitely don't stop now. You're doing so well, I want your recipe. No problem. Melody seems to be doing much better than when I saw her earlier today. She needed this. So, it's about time we made a toast to what we're eating, huh? He grabbed one of the bottles set down from across from us and took some plastic cups out of his bag. To think we have class tomorrow. What do you have first? We have modern art with Mr. Zadie. True, the first class is tomorrow. The much talked about Mr. O-L-A-D. Okay. No, it's Zadie with a Z. I'm so sure I'm saying it wrong, but you know, whatever. I know it is. It's just that me and a friend call him Al-80, just between us. What for? Because it burns when you look at him. If you see what I mean. Rosalia glanced at Alexi right away. How discreet. I stifled a giggle. Oh, I agree with you. The man is charming. Incredibly, incredibly charming. Who doesn't want to walk all over him? Literally. Oh my jeez. They both laughed, and I saw their gazes linger over each other. Ooh. Rosa and I gave each other a knowing smile, but we didn't add a word. Hyun looked surprised to hear Morgan talk that way, considering how he described him to me as someone a little withdrawn. I get the impression that it's the exact opposite. That reminds me of a game. Have you heard of Never Have I Ever? Duh, who hasn't heard of that? Yeah, it's not a bad game for getting to know each other. Right away, Alexi poured everyone a little shot from a bottle of whiskey he had brought. Is it a drinking game? Well, you can play without alcohol, but it's more fun with, the goal being to loosen up people's tongues. I'm into it. Morgan said that as he looked Alexi straight in the eye. Ooh. I couldn't keep from biting the inside of my cheek. Looks like Morgan has noticed Alexi too. What are the rules? Yeah, I've heard of it. Of course. So I'll let you explain it to everyone then. It's really easy. Someone asks a question and the others have to drink if the question is true for them. Someone makes a statement and the others have to drink if it's false for them. I think for this game, that A is the correct one. For example, never have I ever eaten chocolate. All the people who have never eaten any take a sip from their glasses. Rosa gave everyone a glass. We're going to do a few as examples. I'm going to make an unsurprising routine statement to see if everyone gets it. Never have I ever swum across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, those of you who agree with the statement, take a little sip. The others, leave your drink in front of you. Like me, everyone drank. Let's do one more as a test. Never have I ever worn nail polish. Rosa left the glass in front of her and didn't drink anything. Drink. Nail polish has never really been my thing. Don't drink. I love nail polish. I don't really like nail polish. I'm going to go A. Are you sure you understand the rules? You've never worn nail polish? If you drink, it quite simply means the statement fits your cause. Yeah, I get it. So no, I've never worn nail polish. I've quite simply never been a big fan of nail polish. Oh, okay. Shame. Yelene looked away condescendingly, but didn't say a thing. Yelene, Melody, and Rosa didn't pick up their glasses, and Alexi and Morgan drank a sip. Hyun left his glass alone without saying a thing. Hyun, aren't you gonna drink? Well, don't tell me none of you has never played with your mother's makeup and stuff. It's so good. Everyone started laughing and Hyun smiled at me, giving me an apologetic look. We won't judge, Hyun. Haha. At least that's proof of my happy childhood. I'm sure there are pictures to prove what you say, and we want to see them. I hid them in a place that can't be found, and no one will ever lay their hands on them. All you need is an afternoon at my mother's, and she'll pull out the stack of pictures of all the embarrassing moments in my childhood. Hyun laughed and shrugged his shoulders. The snickering started back up even stronger, and everyone told stories about their childhood. You can tell the alcohol is starting to warm everyone up. Everyone's giggling at the drop of a hat. Hyun leaned on my shoulder as he laughed at a joke Alexi made. Rosa turned the sound of the music up. It was Arcades by C2C, and I started wiggling my shoulders and tapping my foot to the beat. Since you teased me, how about it's my turn? I'm making the next statement. We all turned to face Hyun. Never have I ever lied. I raised my glass to my lips. I have no memory of having lied before about anything whatsoever. I left my glass in front of me. That's been my case more than once. I distinctly remember a time that Candy snuck out of her house when she was grounded, so I'm gonna go with B. Like everyone. I guess it's natural. We've all been led to lie at least once. That's true. Yelene stuck a strand of hair behind her ear. That was weird. Never have I ever fantasized about one of my teachers. Little giggles could be heard. We all agree you said one of my teachers. So if it's a teacher we've never had a class for, it doesn't count. Yeah. I took a sip. That idea has never crossed my mind. I just kept my glass in front of me without picking it up. Who has never thought about it? I mean, with a teacher like that. Okay, I'm going for B. Oh yeah? Like who? I'm playing, but I don't have to explain myself. Well, Mr. Zadie, he has something different. I don't know. Oh my god. Do I want to say that to Melody? Do I want to say it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to say it. I want to see what happens. Oh, really? You like him? I wouldn't say I like him. He's my teacher, but he's different. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, that went way down. Really? He's a good teacher, but I don't understand what everyone sees in him. Sure you don't. Oh, now I understand better. What do you understand? No, it's just that right from the start of the year, it was pretty obvious. Better for me not to comment. I just gave a fake smile and clenched my teeth. No way. You too? What? Even I've heard about him in media and communications. The guy is the back-to-school phenomenon. You'd think Eric Northman had arrived on campus. You watch True Blood, Hyun? Let's just say my sisters have the nasty habit of forcing me to watch that kind of series with them. Everyone laughed. Rosa, Yelene, Alexi and Hyun drank. Morgan left his glass glass alone with a little grin, and Melody didn't touch hers either. Is she drinking? Because that's new. Melody, you kept that a secret from us. Huh? What? She glanced at her still full glass. No, but anyway, I'm going to go. I have a lot of things to do. Already? The party has barely started. Why are you leaving? Did the question upset you? I have to ask. I know it's mean, but I have to ask. I want to see what she says. No, I'm just tired. Wait, before you go, Mellow. You didn't even give me the recipe for your great salad. You can count on me. I'll send you a text. See you tomorrow in class then. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye, Mellow. She took her coat that was stuck in the stack of clothes on my shelf. We all watched her go. And she left discreetly as the conversations picked up again. The atmosphere got even better. Everyone talked and joked, bringing up teachers and the admin officer. Eri, I think Melody forgot something. He handed me a pretty heavy notebook. Oh, it looks like her notebook for her classes. She may need it tonight. Maybe we should take it to her, huh? She left a good 15 minutes ago. She'll come back if she really needs it anyway. It's too late to study. Or we could send her a text message. Is your phone charged, Rosa? Mine's dead. Darn, same for me. I'll take it to her. Too bad for her. I'll give it to her right at the first class tomorrow morning. I am definitely going to take it to her. You're going to miss the whole party. I'll be back fast. Keep going without me. Rosa, turn up the volume. The night isn't over. Rosa complied immediately and started talking to get the atmosphere going again. I gulped down the rest of my glass and stood up. My head spun more than I was expecting. Hyun got up too and helped me get my coat. What you're doing is nice. She's lucky to have you as a friend. I don't think she is. I'm so mean. Hyun's cheeks are flushed from the alcohol and his eyes sparkly. Haha, Hyun. It's just a notebook. Still, not everyone would do it. I'll be here when you get back. Ooh, I hope so. Have a good time without me. I'll be in a flash. I'm gonna go with B because I don't want to put the lover meter up anymore. You can count on us. Hyun did a little dance with his fingers as the others burst out laughing. I turned the knob. If I'm lucky, Melody hasn't had time to get very far. Well, it's been 15 minutes. Find a Mellow. No Mellow. I think it's so weird. No Mellow in the hallway. I don't even know where her room is. Maybe she went out to get some fresh air. Mellow! She left the building without having seen me. I'm going to try to catch up with her. Melody! I crossed half the campus to catch up with her. The outer campus is practically deserted. It's freezing cold. Eri, you left your notebook. I knew you wanted to study tonight. I thought you'd be needing it. Thanks. You shouldn't have. I could have done without it. Are you sure everything is okay? Do you just have things to do? I hope you enjoyed the party anyway. I'm gonna go with B. Yes, a whole lot. They're all really nice. Thanks again for inviting me. Do you feel better compared to this afternoon anyway? Yeah, much better. Don't worry. I've just got a little too much on my plate, that's all. Okay, feel free if you need anything whatsoever. Thanks, that's really sweet. Are you sure you don't want to come back to the party? Sorry to insist, but it'd do you good. So, I'm going back. They must be waiting for me. B. Yes, I understand. So, are you going back to the dorm? I'm going to take a little stroll before going home. I love walking at night. Alone? Yeah, it'll be okay. I remembered my first night and my walk home alone that almost turned out really badly. I don't feel comfortable knowing you're walking around alone at this time of night. Don't worry, Mummy. I can defend myself. No, you misunderstood. I mean, there are some shady characters wandering around at this time of night. Really, be careful. I'd feel bad about having let you go off alone if anything whatsoever happened to you. Don't worry, I know how to dodge the creatures of the night, really. You're laughing, but I'm not joking. Wow. You're sweet, don't worry. I won't go to any risky areas. Okay. See you tomorrow in class. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Mellow. Don't study too much either. Get some rest. Watch out for werewolves, please. B? My remark made her burst out laughing. I watched her walk off for a second. I'm shivering with cold. So, I'm going to get back to the party. I headed back towards the dorm buildings. Right when I put my hand on the door to go in, I heard a scream. It was a female voice. It came from the stairs in the administrative building next to me. Good job. I froze in front of the door, keeping my hand on the door handle. I turned around to see where it was coming from. Everything was dark. There's a girl on the stairs. A guy seems to be holding her back by her arm. My stomach tensed up. Then she let out a crystal clear laugh. It's just a couple having fun. Darn, Eri, you really have to calm down. He pulled her roughly against him, grabbing her by her belt buckle. She laughed even louder. I have to stop looking at them. I'm going to go back to the party with the other... Wait. It's Nathaniel. I don't know the girl, but it's definitely Nath with her. No. I stood there 5 seconds, frozen, watching them talk. One forehead against the other. Why do you do this to me? Then Nath bit her lower lip. I took a little step back. Can you not, Nathaniel? He looked up right then and stared at me. Jeez, what the hell am I doing? Hello, Melody. Hello, Mellow. That was weird. Eri, sorry, I didn't realize it was you. What are you doing? I don't know. I didn't recognize you until I just ran away. The girl turned around to face us, her eyes going from Nath to me. I won't disturb you any longer. Is she the one you came to see this afternoon? Jealous much? I mean, well, yeah, but we're not going to say that, though. So we're going to go with A. I started to make a U-turn. After all, I'm not the least bit concerned. I was just at the wrong place and the wrong time. I think you're lying to yourself. Don't you like the show? Excuse me. I did an about face. Who are you trying to get a rise out of? What's the deal? My voice kind of cracked as I answered. I don't recognize him. He's nothing like the old Nath, and I'm not sure I like the new version of him, but I kind of do. I'm not sure I need that in my life either. No, He ran a hand through his hair, looking embarrassed. Sorry, I'm being a jerk. I agree, wholeheartedly. The girl started to shove him, asking him who I was, and Nath said nothing. Can you not, bitch? Excuse me? While she pulled him by his jacket collar, he remained impassive. I don't like this situation at all. I don't know if I'm feeling angry or sad. But in any case, it makes me sick to see Nathaniel like this. How could he have become such a jerk? I'm not going to stand here like a moron. The girl kept asking Nath to explain, and he wasn't even looking at her. I pushed open the building door and went in. Run away. Wait. I kept walking to the elevator, determined to get out of this situation as fast as possible. I said wait. He grabbed me by the wrist to hold me back. Let go of me. Who do you think you are? What's the deal? I said that and twisted my hand to free myself from his hold. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I looked at him a second. He seemed sincere. The girl who was outside with him a little earlier showed up. Great. She looked at us a second, as if she were interpreting something between us, and swooped down on him, screaming and calling me all kinds of names. Just back off, Jesus. I leaned up against the wall next to the elevator. Nath kept her at a distance by taking a step backwards. I don't have to justify myself to you. You don't even know my name. No need to make a scene. She gave me a reproachful look, tight-lipped. She turned towards him and moved her face close to Nath's, all the while looking at me. You biatch. She stopped less than an inch from his lips. I don't need to see that. I turned around and pressed the elevator button. I gave the girl a challenging look. So I'm pretty sure that either of these lead towards the illustration if you have a high enough lover meter. But since I want to raise mine by another 5, I'm going to go with A. Like, naturally, I would just go with B. Because that's just what my candy's like. But I'm going to go with A. I folded my arms across my chest while I waited for the elevator to come. Come quick, 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 please. Wait, Eri. Suddenly, a short, loud sound rang out. I couldn't keep from looking over my shoulder. She gave him a slap that echoed through the whole lobby. Nathan didn't even flinch. His face slightly turned to the right. He just clenched his teeth but didn't look at her. I didn't say a thing and turned to face the elevator. You asked for it, Nath. I'm going with B. The girl picked up her purse that had fallen at her feet, turned around and walked away towards the exit. I admit it. This time I was asking for it. Did you get what you wanted at least? Do you really think that's what I want? I didn't want you to see that. You were at the wrong place at the wrong time, that's all. Annoyed by his remark, I turned to face the elevator without bothering to look at him and to answer. You jerk. You're just a jerk. Just leave me alone. Believe me, I would have rather not seen what I just saw. You can't treat people as if they have no feelings. I've never seen you behave with anyone the way you just did with that girl. I felt his icy hand grab my wrist, but much gentler. Nothing like earlier. And I heard his voice right behind my left ear. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I didn't mean to. His breath ruffled my hair. Yes! Yes, I'm so excited! Oh my god! Oh, god, he's so hot. I mean, Castiel better hurry up and show up because he's gonna get pushed out of the way if he doesn't hurry up. Then he let go of my wrist, and I heard his footsteps head towards the exit. Oh my god! Okay, calm down. I turned my head to watch him disappear into the night, but he didn't turn around. I caught my breath and held a shaky hand out to press the elevator button. I brooded over the images from the last few minutes. What just happened got me completely out of the mood to go back and party with the others. I heard the elevator doors close on the floor above. It's finally coming. As the elevator came down, I heard loud voices and bursts of laughter inside. The doors opened in front of me. Eri, we came looking for you to keep partying. Oh, look at them, they're so cute. No, Hyun, we're going home because you've had way too much to drink. Oh, already? After what just happened with Nath, I'm practically relieved I can go back to my room, cuddle up in bed, and not think about it anymore. Yeah, Hyun kind of overdid it while you were gone, but we had a good time. It was fun. Okay. Did you manage to find Melody, aka Mellow? Yeah, I gave her her notebook back. We talked a little while, and we just didn't see the time go by while we were at it. I don't want to bring up Nath now. As for me, I'm heading home. It isn't very late yet. Lee is most likely not asleep, so he'll meet me on the way. And I'm walking Hyun back to our room. What about you, Alex? Alexi? You going home too? Yeah, I'm walking back with Morgan. Ooh, ooh la la. He grinned at me, and I understood the party must have gone pretty well for him. Aww. Okay, great. Send me a message to let me know you got home all right, please. You can count on us. Thanks. They both hugged me. The smell of alcohol hung in the air, along with Alexi's cologne, but it wasn't unpleasant. Hey, come on, I have the keys to the cafe. We can keep partying there. Everyone burst out laughing, and they got on their way to the boys' dorms as Rosalia headed to the exit. I pushed the door to my room open softly so I wouldn't wake Yelene. The room was plunged in darkness. Using the light from my phone, I walked to my bed, threw the cardboard cups and plates, and lay down on my bed. I took off my shoes and jeans and slipped between the sheets like that. You're not wearing jeans. I don't have the energy to do more tonight. We'll see tomorrow. I closed my eyes and Nath's face appeared. Then that girl. I see her close to Nath. He's biting her lip. She returns his kiss. Just don't think about it. I opened my eyes in the dark. I really don't want to think about that. I forced myself to go over my medieval and ancient art class again and again until I dozed off to sleep. My breathing got deeper. My head got heavier on the pillow. And I finally fell asleep. Woo! Okay, finally. Oh god, that was such a long episode. So, I got the illustrations that I wanted, so I'm not going to replay it again. I'm just going to wait for the next episode. So all in all, that episode would have taken me just under 2,100 AP to finish, so god, it's a lot. It is a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching the episode. I hope that helps with getting a couple of the illustrations, and I'll see you when episode 4 comes out. Bye!